Good afternoon from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Hunk. The NHL regular season ends tonight. All we know right now for the Preds is, yes, they are going to be playing Vancouver. That game is going to be coming up on Sunday. Game one will be at least. We do not know the time as of yet. The Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame just announced that they will be moving the museum to the brand new Nissan Stadium when the venue opens in 2027. The son of MTSU, or former MTSU head coach Rick Stockstill, was just named the defensive assistant for the coach. So congratulations to Brent Stockstill. And Jack Leiter made his first start in Major League Baseball. It didn't really go that well, but hey, he's there. 3 2/3 innings, 7 earned runs. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Beautiful day in the Music City. Brett Doherty with you.
Oh, gorgeous day.
Hope you're having a great Thursday. What's happening, Babsy?
Hi. Happy Thursday.
I was just reading through something weird on the internet.
Oh, really? There's never anything weird on the internet.
Is that true?
Yeah. And everything you read on the internet's true.
It's Bill Barnwell with ESPN. 2024 NFL mock draft with all trades. Deals for 32 first-round picks. So he goes through, like, what he thinks are some trades that could happen.
Okay. Like Titans trading back, perhaps?
No, Titans trading up.
Oh, that's just dumb.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
That is so dumb.
You think that's dumb? Like, for example, I think he's just having fun with this.
With what capital are they going to trade up with?
Part of it is Traylon Burks.
That is so dumb.
Well, that won't get you much. I hate to tell you.
That's what I'm saying. But for example, like, he's got the Chicago Bears trading with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bears get Trevor Lawrence, among other things. They would do Trevor Lawrence.
This is where we are a week out. This is the content that's out there. I've already done everything else, so I'm just going to come up with some bullshiano and see how it goes.
Commanders trade with Patriots. That's only like one move. New England, by the way, reportedly open to trading the number 3 pick, but they also like the quarterbacks, reportedly. So,
they also need a quarterback.
Well, also, they're just saying things. Like, I mean,
right.
Everybody's open to trading the pick, right?
Absolutely. Everybody.
I mean, unofficially.
It depends on what you're offering, but absolutely everybody's open to it. Everybody's listening to everybody right now. By the way, did you see what's his name, Bill Belichick on the McAfee show that was like, hey, all this gossip about, draft stock and guys falling and moving up. He's like, none of that comes from teams. None of it. It's all from agents either attacking other guys or pushing their guys. He's like, you can't believe any of it. And it made me think about the Marvin. Well, it made me think about the Marvin Harrison Jr. stuff. I'm like, he's the number one wide receiver to go. And that's the end of this conversation.
I think it's...
Ian Rappaport is reporting.
Wait, is this breaking news or an announcement?
It's
because that was the announcement sound.
Okay, well,
hold on. Slay's going to have wings tonight.
Breaking Titans news on 104.5 The Zone.
The Green Bay Packers are trying to suck in 2024 because the Packers
there's breaking news.
Have signed former Eagles first rounder and former Titans left tackle Andre Dillard.
Oh, God.
Oh, that is
what kind of deal? Please, Rap has to tell us what kind of deal.
Nothing. It's just, that's Ian Rappaport. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, man, we'll give him a bus ticket, send him over. Like planes, trains, and automobiles. Those aren't pillows.
Ooh, have fun.
My brain, man.
So Andre
Good luck.
Dillard's going to be a Packer. Good luck with that.
Oh,
The Packers are
Poor
trading
Jordan.
for Andre Dillard. Why?
They've
Why?
signed him.
What?
Yeah, they've signed him.
they're not trading for him.
Yeah, they're not trading. They're signing because we're not dumb enough to bring him back.
Okay, I thought
He's
you were saying he
available.
was trading.
No, but that would have been.
We'll just
That would
give
be
him to you.
amazing.
You don't have to give us money or anything. Like,
Listen, man.
here's
if
the contract.
If I were, if I were about to become an NFL player, I would hire Andre Dillard's agent. Like, however that guy gets that dude jobs, he's out there hustling.
Every day I'm hustling.
By the way, Slay Dog will be here in just a second. Yeah, breaking news. Andre Dillard still has a job in the NFL. That is unbelievable.
I figured that'd be something good for you guys on this
least-
Thursday afternoon.
Oh, thank the Lord he's not going to be on this offensive line.
At least currently, he has a job in the NFL. Yes, this offensive line has plenty of problems without him. Nashville Predators get Vancouver in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The key, steal game 1 and or 2
Okay.
in Vancouver.
Doable.
Vancouver has the home ice advantage. Games 3 and 4 will be here in Nashville. The schedule for this series has not been released yet. So we'll have
Like,
to wait
why?
and see.
Just release it. I don't understand why it takes so long. Like, I mean, come on. Just release it.
There's travel schedules
Listen, I
and
need to put it in my calendar.
buildings, have concerts and stuff. And
That is true.
you got to find hotels. And
Remember when Bridgestone has the circus and it smells like elephant poo for a month afterwards?
Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey, they used to parade the elephants down Broadway.
Oh, PETA put a stop to that.
I mean, there's nothing like a good elephant parade. I'll tell you this, like in the Knoxville,
Things I didn't expect to hear on 3HL today for 500.
when I was a kid in Knoxville, so I went to kindergarten, first and second grade in Knoxville while my mom was in law school. And we would go to the Knoxville Zoo. Nashville didn't have a zoo at that point, but the Knoxville Zoo was phenomenal. And you used to get to ride the elephants. Like, as a kid, they would put you on top of an elephant and let you ride.
God,
There's no way they would do that now.
There's no way. I worry about putting baby Babs on a pony. Much less an elephant.
Elephant, man. They're hairy and their skin is thick and tough.
Yep. So is their personality.
Thick and tough?
Oh, yeah. You don't want to mess with it. Listen,
But
I was
also,
on
like-
safari in South Africa and we got
This
mock
way.
charged by an elephant. I'm telling you, those things are no
Wait,
joke.
you got mock charged.
Like it came at us and then retreated. Like it was just warning.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did they get them to retreat? Like,
No. No. Like
this is what you walk into.
Yeah.
Slate
No.
on.
Our safari guide had been there for like 50 years. I mean, he was there forever.
Dude,
he
I ain't
knows
going
the
on-
animals.
listen,
He knows how to deal with them.
there's
he
no
knows
way.
where you have to like step back. Yeah.
There's no way I'm going on a safari if dudes ain't packing.
Oh, no. They're packing. Their gun is like set up. It's set up right next to them. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember we found he found a leopard, which leopard, they're hard to find because they're camouflage, right? It's hard to see. Like you want to see the big five if you're in Africa, right?
The big five.
Yeah. Like the big five animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elephant, leopard, lion. Mm-hmm. Not alligator.
Hunk, look him up. I forget the other two.
Tiger and giraffe.
No,
Not a tiger and a giraffe?
there's no tigers there.
Why?
Really? Why not? Where are the tigers?
Well, not in South Africa.
What is
I don't know.
Somewhere where it's cold or something?
Somewhere else. Their habitat is somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
The big
mean,
five.
Yes.
Giraffe has to be one.
Giraffe
No,
gotta be
giraffe.
one.
Like you see giraffes everywhere. They're not a part of the big five. Maybe they are.
They gotta be.
Hunk.
They are. They're mean too,
I
man.
think
They'll spit on you.
Wild dogs are maybe. Are
Wild
they?
dogs.
Nah, them the craziest ones out
They're
in the
crazy.
streets.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Did you look it up, Hunk?
I have, and I'm trying to pull it up right now because I saw lions on there as you were saying it, and I'm going, okay, hold on, let me make sure this is right.
Lion,
Tigers and bears on mine.
elephant,
The
leopard,
lion, the elephant, the buffalo,
buffalo.
the
Dude,
white
those are the
rhino.
most dangerous ones there. Oh yeah, that's right.
white-
There's no
Rhino.
buffalo in South Africa. If there's not tigers, there's no buffaloes.
Yes, there are.
No, they're in like Montana.
The buffaloes kill the most
Coach
amount of
Fisher.
people there.
and
Really?
leopards.
Yes.
No, I thought it was hippopotamus.
No.
Hippos, them bad boys too.
But they're in the Amazon and the Nile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so all that to say, so
Learned a
we
lot
come
today,
across
I'll
a leopard just like chilling. And where we
Oh,
came.
he ain't chilling.
No.
He's got something on his
never
mind.
chilling.
Yeah.
So we
Cats,
come
man.
around.
Especially them big ones.
Come around the corner. Well, and it wasn't even that big. I mean, when you're looking at it, like leopards are not that big, but
Okay.
so I'm with a guy that's been there doing this 50 years, right? So like he knows his
So
stuff.
he's an
Like,
old man.
Yeah, and you never see him panic. Like the whole elephant thing, there's no panic. He never panics. So he comes around the corner to get us a closer look at this leopard. I don't think he realized how close he was. So he like pulls around the corner or whatever, and that leopard like sat up so fast, looking straight at him. And he hit that thing in reverse like the fastest I've ever seen. And I was like, okay, when your tour guide who's been there for 50 years is a little nervous and scared and just like got out of there 60 miles per hour in reverse, you're in danger.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's when I need to be.
That's when you're like.
No, I need to be on
Okay.
top like Rambo with the big old artillery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't taking no chances.
Yeah.
With those gigantic bullets on the clip that just
What?
roll through there.
Yeah.
Anyway, how did we get into what is wrong with
Because
us? How did we get into an elephant?
Because we'd much rather talk about this than Andre Dillard being a Packer.
Did you hear that
did you
story?
hear that?
I did hear that.
Yeah. Andre Dillard still
Yeah,
has a job at the NFL.
congratulations.
Wouldn't you want his
Congrats,
agent?
Andre.
His agent is a miracle worker.
Him and Dennis Daly. Both of their agents should be up for
Right?
Agents of the Year.
Isn't Dennis Daly on a 2-year deal?
Yeah, that's like amazing.
It's like the second year of his 2-year deal.
At Arizona. He's still there. So maybe they have the same agent. Listen,
if
I
he
will
is,
represent all the worst offensive tackles in the league.
and I promise I'll get you a job. You can have the worst year ever.
We were talking about the Predators and the Canucks. I don't know how we got onto elephants.
Oh, Preds. Predator animals.
Oh, because we were talking about here is how our minds work. We are messed up. We were talking about the schedules. Like, why haven't they released the series schedule for the Preds and Canucks? Because we know they're playing and all that. And Brent was like, oh, well, there's concerts at venues, blah, blah, blah. And I brought up
the circus.
The circus.
That's right.
Where,
So I missed
for
that
a
part.
straight month afterwards, it smells like elephant
They
poop.
used to have an elephant parade before the circus. They would parade them into the building up Broadway. I think it was at Municipal Auditorium, actually.
Who would clean it up?
I guess the city. I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
That's a heck of a cleanup.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
a lot of
worse
poop.
than a typical Broadway cleanup.
Yeah, even with the horses
After a
walking
night
around.
of tourists here.
All right, so Vancouver won all 3 games this season against the Predators, but fret not, people. We had Todd Father on yesterday, and he said between the two, Vancouver and Dallas, he liked the Preds' odds against Vancouver, did not like the odds against Dallas,
There you go.
despite losing every game against them this year. Vancouver beat Nashville in 6 games in the 2011 Stanley Cup playoffs. Neither team has won a Stanley Cup. Vancouver's been 3 times, Preds have been once. Over. 615-737-1045 if you want in at 3HL1045. We've examined the depth up front on both sides of the ball over the course of the last 2 days. It's led me to a line of thinking. I'll get your take and share. Next, 3HL1045.
Are you shifting? We straight blew up the mics on that announcement. Hey, imagine you wake up this time next week and you're 100% debt free from credit cards, from car loans, from personal loans, all those high interest loans. That's what Loan Pronto can help you do. They have this Equity Express line of credit where they can make it happen, and homeowners are turning the equity in their homes into cash quickly, like almost instantly. Loan Pronto has an AI-based system going right now where you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, no hassle. Use that money, pay off all your other high-interest loans, and they've tracked it. The average homeowner is saving about $850 a month doing that. Imagine what you can save a year getting rid of those other high-interest loans. Your home value is way up, so you might as well use it. We used it to get money out for a home improvement project. You can do that with Loan Pronto as well. That's what I did, and they were great to work with. And I got to start the entire process online at loanpronto.com and didn't have to dig up a million things of documentation. It was awesome. Call them at 615-499-5780, loanpronto.com, 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Slay dog. Oh, man. We'll share with Babsy and y'all what we were just talking about in a second. Brentwood Jewelry. These are your guys for all of your gifting responsibilities. You got a big one coming up with Mother's Day. You've got graduations coming up as well. Spring, the time for the perfect proposal, and Brentwood Jewelry here to help you pop the question. Let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings or talk with their custom design specialist to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. And you get it done at Brentwood Jewelry. The team at Brentwood Jewelry knows that quality and cost are always a consideration. Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring, a pearl necklace, luxury watch, you'll be happy to know that Brentwood Jewelry's everyday price is their best price, and the quality of both their products and customer service are always top-notch. So choose Brentwood Jewelry for all of your celebrations, engagements, graduations, and anniversaries. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com. 3HL 1045, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Davenport, why are you getting all dolled up? What's happening over there?
It's Rally on the Runway tonight.
Oh, that's right.
My favorite charity organization here in town, and Big Jeff is chairing it.
Oh,
Remember?
cool.
Yeah, it used to be Kevin Byard. And Clark, his amazing, beautiful wife, they used to do it. And then remember last year, was it last year he got traded right before it?
Yeah, come back.
Yeah, so Big Jeff kind of stepped in last minute last year, and then now it's his deal. So it started. I've hosted this event. I think this is my 5th out of 7. They've done it 7 years. I think this is my 5th time to host it. Like it's an amazing event. You have Dillard supports it. They provide clothes for this fashion show, and you have kids who are either have beat cancer or are currently in treatment for cancer. Walk the runway with Titans players. And so Big Jeff,
incredible, yeah.
yes, it's amazing. So last year it was interesting. Was it last year? I think all my years are running together, but last
You've been doing
year
a great job, too.
we were waiting for Big Jeff's contract deal, right? And so he was kind of like super careful about talking, like he didn't want to talk on stage, and all of that. So this year he's all in. Let's do an interview. Let's go, let's raise money for childhood cancer research. And Rally on the Runway is a phenomenal charitable organization that gives so much of the donations. Like it's one of the top tiered organizations in the entire country for how much money on the dollar they give to fund cancer research projects. And I want to say I think within the last year, they've now funded like 5 new projects, which is amazing.
That's incredible, yeah.
And I met a kid last year who is in remission because of one of the projects, the research projects that Rally on the Runway started to help to fund. Like, how cool is that?
That's dope.
Yeah, so it's an awesome event. I'm excited to see what Titans show up. You remember last year, Aziz Al-Shire, like, literally walked into town, didn't have any of his stuff, just showed up at this event because Big Jeff asked him to come walk with the kids, and donated like a cool $5,000 and rock on. Like he was amazing. Yeah. So I'm interested to see if some of the new Titans will be there, and it might be a little different this year because I feel like a lot of the Titans are in town, are hanging around because you have a brand new staff, a brand new coach, brand new systems and all that. So you want to be around the facility, right?
I think that's definitely true.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see which Titans are there, but Big Jeff's in charge. He will be there.
This is the second week of the 2-week phase 1. Off-season thing. So
yeah,
it's a lot of great things to bid on too.
Yeah, for sure. So can we?
Yeah, how about some? What is it, Pappy?
Yeah, they have 12-year, 15-year.
What's the website? I'm going.
Oh well, that's the live auction.
You can bid through me.
I'll bid through you.
Yeah, there you go. We can split it.
But can you donate online still?
Yes, and I'll tweet out. There's also an online auction, so you don't have to be there to bid on some of the silent auction items. And it ends tonight at 9:30, the silent auction. So I will tweet out the link so that you can, if you're interested, you can go and bid on stuff.
Don Davenport TN.
On that. Yes, at Don Davenport TN.
Bourbon
I'll make
basket.
sure I do that.
Bourbon basket.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Mr. Babs had his eyes on that one.
Man, me too now.
You're going to dump some moolah on that.
This is nice.
It's all for a great cause.
That's
you guys
true.
remember when we flew to Savannah and had the personal Old Dominion concert? It was because we bid on it on the silent auction last year. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Don Davenport TN to follow where you can help out there.
Yes.
Our buddy Tommy Renshaw just sent me a message. He had a stroke recently, and it's good to hear from him. I know a lot of people have been praying for him, including us. He said, I've got my wife listening to 104.5 now. She says, you are the Gutfeld of sports radio.
You are?
That's what he said.
Wait, what does that mean?
That's what she said. Gutfeld's got a show on Fox
He's
Sports
hilarious.
Live. Well, then, okay. Compliment.
But I don't know how you're like him. Wait, that came off.
Speaking of hilarious, I don't know how you're like him.
Yeah.
No, me
Okay.
neither, Babs. I don't
You're
know.
not that funny, yo.
I'm really not.
That came off wrong. I didn't mean it like that.
He
Mayor.
did send some information. Many people have likely heard of the term Africa's Big Five. But what 5 animals make up this iconic group that every safari goer wants to see? The Big Five consists of lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo, and rhino.
There you go.
Rhino.
Rhino. I always forget rhino.
I'd love to see a
They're
rhino.
beautiful, too.
Yeah, from afar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll say I want to go ride one.
Yeah, I mean, like, shoot, you gotta be careful. Hey, listen, I saw somebody they had one of them lions or something climbing up on the little ride that it was in, the little tourist ride. What you call it?
The safari vehicle?
Yeah, that right there.
That's what Babs was talking about with that leopard.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I'm saying. Now, when they get on there, what you supposed to do? Just everybody don't panic. Yeah, what in the wild? Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Yeah, all right, okay, all right.
If you ain't shooting it, I'm taking that gun and shooting it myself.
I'm gonna be still. I ain't gonna blink or nothing. Man, get me out
You
of
know
here.
what's weird? I watched Out of Africa last night. This is so weird.
It's Matrix.
I'd never seen that before, but it won 7 Academy Awards, so I figured I needed
It's
to.
Matrix, yo.
So this is what happened during the break. I go, hey, Slay Dog. Dawn was doing her live spot. Dawn, who's Dawn? Babsy was doing her live spot. I said, hey, Slay, I found this Gatorade water. Have you ever seen it? And you go, yeah, you saw it, but you go, what does it taste like? And I
Yeah.
said, I don't know, water.
No.
And then we both laughed.
No way it tastes
But
like
literally, on our conversations are weird. Not hilarious, though, right, Babs?
I mean, you're funny.
Gatorade water, unflavored, alkaline, electrolyte infused.
No.
But it's funny that you asked what it tastes like, and it actually says unflavored on the bottle.
And that's fiction. It can't. Gatorade can't taste like unfiltered water or unflavored water. It has to taste like something.
I mean, nothing is as good as when we were kids and we would just get it out of the bacteria-filled hose.
Yeah, that tastes like great bacteria.
Like, people now, listening to us now, will be like, wait, what? Y'all drink water out the hose? Yeah, because you didn't want to go inside the house. If you went inside the house, that's when mom or grandma or whoever was like, hey, I need you to put the clothes up.
Yeah, come on now.
Or I need you to wash the dishes. You ain't going inside the house.
Plus, you know you're going to be smelling like outside. And that's one of the worst things for a person that been in the house, cleaning in the house all day, and you come in smelling like outside.
Mm-hmm.
I smell my son sometime now. Boy, what you doing?
Even when we're outside for like training camp and stuff.
You smell like outside.
You come
yep.
back after a day at Titan's facility and you just stink.
Or if you're at
Smell like outside.
John Barker's place, 2 Rivers Ford, and you forgot to put deodorant on that day.
Yeah, you did.
You match
I match.
I
The little
forget
orange polo,
deodorant
man.
all the time, but
with the orange water.
Okay, 615-737-1045. Before
What
you
did
change the
you-
subject real quick,
okay.
let me get Joey in Clarksville in
Okay.
here. Joey, what's up?
What's up, guys?
What up, Joe?
Big thank y'all. I mean, I've been listening, like I said, been listening to y'all for years. Help, me calling in and stuff kind of really helped me out today. We was on the radio on 91.9 from 10 to 11.
Yeah.
Me and my partner, we talked a little bit of Pred,
Yeah.
a little bit of the Titans with the draft coming up and some of free agency.
Yep.
And especially, and this is I'm throwing up a little bit here in my mouth too, because
Yeah. Somebody else in here did that.
I strongly dislike that school out east. Okay, that is not
Okay.
one of my favorite schools. But my partner, he's from that area, so he wanted to talk a little bit of baseball.
Oh.
So because of y'all, I got to talk, kind of sound like I know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
When talking about that school out east baseball.
Well, not everybody
And
can like Carson Newman. I get it. Hey, man, I'm glad you updated us, Joey. I'm glad you got that
Good job, Joey.
opportunity.
Good
Good
job,
job,
brother.
Joey.
Hey, life's
Well,
about opportunities. Just step up.
And go
Step up
Vols.
to the plate. Swing. Don't stand there and take the pitch. And go Vols. All right, speaking of, that leads me right into a Tennessee amazing stat. Baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Real
Is
quick.
that what you were talking about? I thought you were talking about offensive line, defensive line.
I will, but he just went Tennessee baseball, so I'm gonna lead right in. How else am I gonna lead into this stat later?
You won't
Hit
be
it.
able to.
Most grand slams in a college baseball season. Have you seen this?
I think I have.
I think I have. Arizona State. They hit 14 grand slams in 2003. That's the most ever. In 68 games, they did that. Number 2 most all-time grand slams in a season. Oklahoma State, 12 in 1996, 66 games. Number 3 all-time, there's a tie. UCLA with 11. in 1997, 67 games. Oklahoma State with 11 in 1995, 65 games. So Oklahoma State did it in back-to-back years, 11 in one year, 12 in the next. They were yard balling it all over the place. The fifth most Grand Slams in a college baseball season, Tennessee, 10 this year.
Already.
Wow.
We just started.
37 games.
Just started.
So you're talking
They're on
not
pace for
counting postseason. You're just a little over halfway through.
Yeah, they're on pace for like 18, which would break the record.
On pace.
Letting it rip, Babsy. That's
You
what we
love
do.
on pace.
We do on pace.
I'm on pace to drink this water. You're not. You've got water and I've got water. Who's going to finish?
I don't even have water today. I forgot it in the car.
Oh, they'll be good and hot.
All that
Yeah.
pizza last night and the stale chips.
Yeah.
Got me.
All right, so
Told y'all.
here's the thing. 615-737-1045 if you want in. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. The producer of 3HL is Joe Hunt.
Sup?
I feel like you shouldn't steal that from him.
No, it's not like stealing it. It's just like me and Hunk together.
Yeah.
Or something.
It's a chorus.
well,
but
we
that's
have-
kind of his thing, though, Slay.
Well, we
No,
have a
yeah.
competition.
Yeah,
Every
like-
single day I try to beat him
Yeah.
with his sounder, then
Listen, man.
and he's trying to beat me with
When
mine.
y'all see me and
Who's
Hunk walking
winning?
down the yellow brick road, let me and Hunk walk down the yellow brick road. We ain't bothering nobody.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Fair enough.
what in the world?
What?
I just got a note on my phone from Jet's Pizza.
It's listening to you.
Yeah, they can hear
I'm telling
it.
you, we live in the Matrix.
Yeah, don't trip.
That's scary, Matrix.
Just order something. They'll leave you alone, I promise you. Yes. No, Babsy can't do that. We live by it. Oh, they gonna be hot at you. They gonna be mad at you like Kroger be mad at me when we play Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kroger does get mad at you.
Yeah, I turn all their customers away. Should change the name.
It's just for a week, though.
Yeah, just only a week.
But what about Kentucky fan with the Food Line? Isn't it Food Line at Tennessee?
Yeah, the Thompson
Tommy Bowl?
food line at Thompson Bowling.
Yeah, but you never hear it.
Yeah, don't really notice it.
So we examined the depth up front on both sides of the ball over the course of the last 2 days. One thing is for certain. I was thinking about this coming in. What do all teams talk about in terms of like the great teams? Where do you have to be good?
Trenches, both sides.
Yeah, and they're not.
Thanks, Yor. All right, y'all. Going to next year.
More on 11. More on 11.
Call him coming.
I'm now good with Joe Ald at 7.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I thought you were going to go the defensive line part.
I
edge
would
guy.
now be also good with Dallas Turner.
Yep. Yeah.
Why do you get upset when people jump on that train? The Dallas Turner train.
He's on the O line. He's on the O line no matter what.
Yes.
You got to think of but you can't get mad at ideas, Slay Dog.
No, I can get perturbed at the ideas. Like, why? Because you look across the landscape of our league, our division. I mean, and he got these people pinning their ears. Let me go look at it. Let me go see who.
There are
they-
also quarterbacks that you need to affect.
Yeah, but like I'm cool with trying to outscore them. It's a scoring league right now. I'm really not cool with trying to outscore them. But
Here are
I want to stand with O-line. I want protection, man.
here's your front seven. Big Jeff, Sebastian Joseph Day, who played for this will be his third team in 2 seasons. TK McClendon,
Okay.
then Harold Landry on the outside, Arden Key, which a lot of people think is more of a rotational guy.
Keep going.
Kenneth Murray, who they just brought in,
Yeah.
and Dr. Gibby. I mean, what?
No, I don't mean anything.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing you can say to
I
that.
don't mean anything on that one. But
So Greg Coell is going to come on at 4:20, and we're going to talk about defensive line and edge rushers.
Yep.
okay, and I want to add something on the backside of that though.
Okay.
Like what? Safety?
No, I want to add. Well, I'm telling y'all, we need protection throughout this league.
I mean,
throughout
the
this
backside of the
division.
defense.
No, I'm going to tell you right now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready, Babson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit me.
All right, well, here it is. I'm telling y'all right now, Houston didn't get worse. Danico Autry, Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter,
Right. We got to catch up to them.
Derek Barnett re-signed. Mario Edwards Jr. is there. Okay, that's one team. Now,
Mario Edwards Jr.
yeah, Junior.
Oh, Junior.
That boy good. The Jaguars Eric Armstead. We know what they're doing. Josh Allen.
Get out of here with the 17 sacks.
I don't even need to say nothing else about him. Them two enough, really. I don't even really need to say nothing else. Who am I missing? I did Houston. Colts. Kwity Paye. DeForest Buckner just re-upped.
Oh, that's right.
Zaire Franklin sitting in the middle. Grover Stewart coming off the bench. Like, your quarterback ain't going to be able to do nothing. What we trying to figure out?
The Titans need to catch up with them.
On the other side, talking defensively?
Yeah, the Titans need people to affect the passer.
What if they can't get to us? We can beat them.
They can't get to us because of a rookie left tackle?
Yes, a mountain of a man. Along with a buddy beside him that's going to be in the second year.
Why are you hating on the rookie top 10 pick all of a sudden?
I'm sure he'll be great and all these things, but he's still a rookie left tackle.
Yeah, and he's
going to get beat.
Yeah, but this ain't just for this year.
But everybody's going to get beat.
We're not trying to. Now, do you think, okay, let me ask you this. Let we go get, what's y'all man name from Alabama?
J.C. Latham?
Dallas Turner.
We gonna get Dallas Turner.
So you won't even put his name in your brain?
No, I ain't got no time for it. Now, y'all think Dallas Turner ain't gonna hit a wall?
Dallas Turner's going to put the opposing quarterback in a wall.
Yeah, maybe one game. Then he gonna hit that wall.
Javon Gurst didn't hit a wall.
That's two different animals. You talking about really a slick Hall of Famer, really.
Javon Gurst, who played safety in high school.
That's what I'm like. Come on.
That's crazy.
Like, come on.
Isn't that?
Played linebacker at Florida.
If he was going to be,
like
if it was pieces in place already, give me him defensively. And if we don't have an offensive line, if our defense was the truth, and it was like we one player away,
what is it you used to say about the defense?
More on the offense because they're closer to me.
What did you used to say about the defense?
Nasty.
Yeah, you ain't saying that.
And they were not nasty last year.
I ain't even got to wear a beard when I talk about the defense.
Why did we think that they were going to be nasty last year coming into the season?
Because Harold was coming back. We thought
that's right.
Arden Key was going to do
something.
Yeah.
Aziz Al-Shire.
Aziz was coming in. Danico, yeah. Christian Fulton, we were depending on him to have a breakout year.
And really, they could have been, but the back half of the defense was really a problem.
Got depleted.
That happens when you do a lot of 3 and outs, and
you're
not on the field. Your defense
Your
gets
defense is
tired
on the field all the time. Yeah,
and all that's stacking up 2 years prior to that.
Secondary wasn't really good either. Like, that was one of the worst in the NFL.
But we thought they were going to be good. We had the other what's the other partner that played corner from San Francisco? God, I forget all of our guys' names, man. That's a shame on me. Cornerback, they got his Sean Murphy Bunting. We thought he was going to be good. Fulton was going to be good.
Which he was, right? But he wasn't like.
He had to go have surgery in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you trade Byard, you bring Molden in, he gets set down. Monty Hooker got to take on Mo.
They're constantly shuffling back there.
Yeah, Big Jeff guy is too much.
Then you have guys playing in positions they don't need to be playing in back there.
Exactly.
And
T.R. Tart up in arms.
I think y'all are making the case for Dallas Turner.
No, I'm saying the offense is closer to being more complete to me than the defense. Me.
Right.
What?
So he's saying just go ahead and finish off the offense.
Yeah, just finish them, and we'll get the defense.
I think we're like not arguing, but arguing. I don't know. I think we agree. But
no, it's you.
No, I think we agree. You just don't see it.
No, I don't. No, I do not agree. I don't agree. No.
Every case you made was for Dallas Turner.
No, it's not.
Damn, Hunk, it's time to break.
He's been saying it 3 times.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I never heard you. I'm sorry, bro. All right, more of your phone calls when we come back. 615-737-1045. So the collective here, the consensus here is that the Titans go Dallas Turner at 7. We'll be right back.
No, it's not.
Do you need a mobile plan that will keep you connected and make it to where you don't feel like you're draining your bank account to afford it? Well, guess who you need to call and guess what you need to see? Xfinity Mobile. From Xfinity, the home of the 10G network where the future starts now. Discover the nation's best kept secrets. Switch to Xfinity Mobile. Now with the best price for 2 lines of unlimited, you can join the millions who save hundreds a year with Xfinity Mobile. It's one of the fastest growing mobile services with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. So what they have going on, $30 a line per month with unlimited data when you get 2 lines. And they also have separate mobile plans that are starting at $15 a month. Get nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Xfinity Mobile. To get started, all you have to do, call 1-800-XFINITY, visit Xfinity.com, or just drop by an Xfinity store for more details.
What is happening, good people? KellumStemCellInstitute.com. I'll give you personal examples all the time, man. And you got to believe in it because I believe in it and it works. Went straight to my knee and got it done. I told Dr. Kellum when I sat down and had my consultation, my knee feels like it's on fire. Inflammation, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Playing over the years, wear and tear, whatever you want to call it, it was a problem. So what did he tell me? You can use your body, your cells. That's the important part for your solution at the end of the day. Why wouldn't you want to do it? If you do it, then you could be like me and just feel great traveling without any pain on planes, long car rides, doesn't matter. Even if you're getting active in sports again, just call and get your consultation. 615-850-4415. Your cells, they are stored for future and continued use. So say you have an accident, and not only for you, but for kids as well. Or wouldn't you love to have your stem cells from when you were 17, 18, 19 years old? Imagine them being stored. Yes, they will come back and work that easier, cutting down half the time of you being injured. You just got to go to KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
3HL 1045, The Zone, Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Greg Coell, senior producer for NFL Films, executive producer and analyst for NFL Matchup. Coming up at 4:20, he evaluates film, and we are spending every Thursday with him talking about potential draft picks.
Today should be a good day on defensive, linemen, edge guys, that spot.
Yes.
Because the Titans have 6.
We
total.
went through the depth on the defensive line the other day, and there are 6 names. TK McClendon, Sebastian Joseph Day, Jeffrey Simmons, Shaquille Brown, Quentin Bohanna, and Keandre Coburn. And a lot of people were messaging us like, I don't even know 3 of those names, which is half of their depth chart.
Yeah. Did McClendon play at NC State? Am I thinking of the right guy?
McClendon?
No,
Yeah.
he's the Eastern Kentucky guy that Walt Wells told us would make the team.
Okay.
As
okay.
an undrafted guy. He was like,
That's
he's going
right.
to make the team.
I wonder who I'm thinking of. Okay. There you go.
He said he kind of played linebacker for them, even though he was big.
Are there, do they have free agents in that position? Obviously, okay, Danico's gone. I mean, the more we talk about it, the more I'm leaning towards
Here we go.
edge guy with that first pick. So,
You hear that, Slay Dog?
This is the conversation, though, right? Where you can go get
Right? No.
a bad A wide receiver in free agency, right? There's way more wide receivers. I mean,
throughout
they
the
just
draft.
got one. Or later in the draft, right? Like, you can get that.
There are always receivers in the draft. now
Always.
because of 7-on-7 and all that stuff. Because every year they're like, wide receiver positions deep. Well, yeah. Every year.
And it's only going to continue to get deeper with 7-on-7 and everything that's going on with college offenses. It's only going to get deeper moving on throughout the years, right? Because of the evolution of the college game, too. So, what is the hardest position? Take out quarterback. What is the hardest position to find a game changer in at the next level?
Tackle.
No.
Either tackle.
Okay. In the trenches.
Listen, protect the quarterback
Edge guy?
or affect the quarterback. You have to be good there.
But
Those are
and
the
they're not.
spots.
that's what my okay.
They're not.
My pushback is now you're starting to see more and more of these D tackles being able to not just be one dimensional, stop the run, clog holes. Now they're almost as valuable as the edge rushers, and sometimes they're moving out on the edge.
We heard Trey Smith talk about how
there you go.
left tackle nowadays, left tackle and right tackle are almost the same
Interchangeable.
amount of importance.
Yep.
Whereas before it was left tackle, blind side. Not anymore because of what's coming from the other side.
Right. Everybody's got pass rushers.
And okay, let me throw this little cherry on top of
Except for.
except for who? We got him.
Okay.
He's just coming back off injury. He got a full year.
I'll give you Harold Landry and I'll give you Arden Key with
And
like
give me
5 or 6.
Give me a baby Rashad Weaver with 4 or 5.
Yeah, but we thought that would happen last year, and
It did towards the end.
it was inconsistent.
Okay,
at best.
Danico took him all the sacks up.
Danico
And
did
Big
take-
Jeff wasn't there to help to take on double teams. But this is what I
I'm
want to
curious
say.
to see Danico without Big Jeff, although he's got some
That too.
talent around him in Houston. So.
Yes, he does.
James says you were thinking of T.A. McClendon, and he's now 41.
That's what I'm thinking of too.
Hopefully that's not who I was thinking of, but holy cow.
But this is what I want to say. Look,
Since,
we tried
he's
2
been out of
years.
the game for a while. Go
2
ahead.
years to fill the left tackle spot since Taylor Lewan went down. Correct or wrong? Through
correct.
Free agency, undrafted, whatever it was. We didn't try
It was
late
2
in the
free
draft.
agents.
We
But
didn't try
they were also handicapped with no money.
that too.
But yes.
But even if we
you're
did have
correct.
money, we wasn't going to get nobody because there wasn't nobody out there.
Right.
That's my whole thing. So now you have an opportunity to plug that gap with a franchise, maybe core spot by going to get a guy like Joe Alt if available at 7. Why not do that?
I mean, I'm sure they will.
What if he's not available?
What do we always have though in these last 2 years? We always had a revolving door of D tackles outside of Big Jeff.
Right.
Tierra Tart.
To be able to step in.
to be able to,
Yeah,
like-
they're way off now on that deal.
Okay.
Way off.
Okay, cool. But I'm just saying those are more. We found some of those in the middle of the season.
Yeah, off the street.
That's all I'm saying. And they came in productive too.
I mean, and obviously.
I'm saying you could patchwork
still
that. You
have
can't
free
patchwork the line.
agents around. You'll still have. I mean, shoot, Ryan Tannehill doesn't have a team yet. You still have free agents
Yeah, he might
at
be
some
done.
point where you kind of wait till after the draft and
Yep.
see what you need or what's still out there. I mean, it's not going to be like game changing players, but you can still fill depth wise.
So, question back out there before we leave.
Okay.
Would you rather go edge, which is hard to attain, or tackle, which is hard to attain?
And they still could go wide receiver.
I don't want that.
If I mean, that's
I don't
somebody
want
got to
that
be
with
gone.
where they are right now.
Like, see, hell, come on, see, you welcome back.
615
Oh,
I left the door open for
737
you. I left the door open
I'm
for you.
on
Don't
the
let-
edge.
Oh, don't run back out. Left the door open. You leave right back out.
You're trying to get her back in the safari vehicle?
Yeah, like-
And she's over there playing with the
yeah,
leopard?
like leave them alone, man. They're wild.
You can watch the show YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
The Packers signed Andre Dillard. We had that for you earlier. Adam says Andre Dillard has the reaction time of a sloth.
Darn.
DHB, Dillard's reaction time is slower than an old person's metabolism.
Oh, y'all
Oh
need
my
to stop,
gosh.
man. Do y'all know how slow that is?
Yes, I do.
DHB, elephants. Yes, you do. Elephants knock the safari vehicles over when they're in heat because they think their other elephants are going to mate with it.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
This is where we are today in the thing. M. Bob, you need to try some liquid death canned water. Seriously.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There used to be some in
it's,
here.
It's better with bourbon.
Does it have like a taste? It's not just water. Why is
Nah,
it
it's
called
just
liquid
water.
death?
I don't know. I just know it opens up the ethers in bourbon.
Okay. The things you learn.
Yes. All right. 4 o'clock hour, 3HL coming up.
Easters.
We'll go to the phone. 615-737-1045. Soy Dogs, put it out there. You want offensive tackle or edge rusher? We'll be right back.
Want to talk to you about our friends HPI Hair Partners at hpihairpartners.com. Maybe you've tried everything but hair loss, still something that you're suffering with. Both men and women are affected by hair loss. I am going to visit HPI Hair Partners because I started losing my hair after COVID and I had a baby. And I've just had a couple of treatments now, scalp treatments and all of that. And look, can you see it? Do you see my little hairs starting to grow back?
Of course I see it.
I know because they're standing straight up, but I'm just glad they're growing back in the front. So it's working. Mayor, you went with Mr. Babs on
Yep.
his consultation.
Listen, thinning hair doesn't have to be a problem. My guys at HPI Hair Partners can help you, and the process is easy. I went with Dawn's husband, Travis, and all you need to do is set up your consultation. That's what he did. It was 45 minutes of really fascinating information. HPIHairPartners.com.
Yes, they are trichologists. They have a team of trichologists there. They get to the science of hair loss. And so that's why they are so good. Everybody will have a different personalized plan. I even met somebody coming from Knoxville to make sure and go there because they do such a good job. HPIHairPartners.com. They're at Maryland Farms. Give them a call for that consultation Mayor was talking about. 615-662-8722.
Good afternoon from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Hunk, former, and I want to emphasize legendary Tennessee Titan left tackle Andre Dillard has signed a brand new deal with the Green Bay Packers. That coming out just a little while ago. The NHL regular season is wrapping up tonight, but we know that the Preds and Canucks are going to be playing each other on Sunday. We just don't know the time as of right now. The next time the Preds have to take on the Coyotes, they're not going to be doing it in a 4,200 capacity arena in Arizona. They will be heading to Salt Lake City because the NHL Board of Governors just approved the Coyotes' move to Salt Lake. And Jack Leiter got his first game in as a Texas Ranger. His MLB debut wasn't too pretty. 3 2/3, gave up 7 earned runs with 3 strikeouts. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. So the NFL draft is 7 days away.
7 days. That's 1 week, yo.
Thanks, Slay Dog.
And next Thursday, we'll be at Nissan.
We will. We'll be at the official. We'll be at the official Titans watch party. What? You're messing with everybody?
Why am I messing with you today?
I don't know. I'm here for it, though. I'm ready. I got cookies. Got a fish sandwich for lunch.
Oh, you did go fish sandwich. Mm-hmm. Hot weather.
Wasn't good today.
Give you a fish sandwich.
I'm hot at them. I'm perturbed at them, too.
Boy, I can't do.
I ain't even gonna say who it is. And them my boys, too. I ain't even gonna tell nobody. I'm gonna let y'all get away.
Except the entire city of Nashville.
Right?
Yeah, but don't know. Only people in the barbershop know where I had it from.
Why did you complain in the barbershop?
Yeah, we all did. We said, oh, that was a different cook back the other day.
Oh, you all had them.
Yeah.
I got you.
And we all agreed at the same time, and we all ate it.
So speaking of the barbershop, I went this morning too.
Hey.
And my guy Matt Fine shows up. He opens the door, and he's wearing his Titans jersey. It's a Mariota jersey from like way back.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Burks.
Well, if he would have did that, I would have paid for any haircut today. Any one of them. Anybody coming out.
All the Matt Fine haircuts.
Say Burks.
Say Burks and get a free haircut.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I was like, oh man, you're excited. The draft's 1 week away. And he's like, it's not today.
Oh.
And I go, bro, no, it's next week.
See?
And he goes, oh man, he started taking his jersey off.
Oh,
I'm like,
you can still wear it?
I'm like, dude, why are you going to let me just crush your entire day? Like, you can wear your jersey. I mean, the draft's coming up next week, whether you wear that jersey today or not. You can celebrate 1 week away. He's like, nope, it's going in my locker.
That's smart. I'll keep mine in my backpack.
He said, man, I get so locked in my life sometimes. He's like, I just can't see straight. And we were just talking about that. Sometimes you just get wrapped up in your own little world. And, but anyway, he was like, I was even telling people in here that I was cutting their hair yesterday. I was telling, man, the draft's coming up tomorrow. I can't wait.
And nobody corrected him?
Nobody corrected him.
They just left. Yeah. A lot of times it's a couple of people you don't want to correct. Police, firefighters, teachers,
and your barber.
Guys with scissors.
And your barber. And a lot of times your pastor. You know, like them 5 people right there, you kind of want to leave them alone.
Big 5?
Yeah, that's the big 5.
That's the big 5 you don't mess with.
If you're wrong, you just kind of, you know what? You talk about them, though, when you leave. You're like,
and on the 4th day, the rock rolled away.
See, y'all are the guy that doesn't tell the people like that, hey, man, your fly is open.
No. You tell the normal people. You just don't tell them 5.
Normal people.
Yeah.
What's your 5 again? Police officers?
Police officer, firefighters. Pastor.
Barber. Guys with scissors.
Somebody else.
Teachers.
Nah, you got to let them go because they control your grade. Oh, you're a smart aleck. You know everything, huh?
Yeah, I know something. This season's going to look real good on that report card.
Let me change this up. Policeman, you get smart, you know what I mean? Try to correct them. Oh, here's a fine. You could have got off with a warning. Firefighters, you know everything, huh? You know how to hook this hose up, house done burned down because you try to be smart. pastor. Oh, you don't want to get no, you don't want to pay your tithes or anything? All right, cool. All right. Say a little prayer for you, an extra one.
You think they keep? You think they keep track of that, like personally?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Barbers.
They probably do, but no.
Hey, y'all secret safe with us.
They go back and check the film?
We ain't gonna tell no. Hey, you think there's a reason you don't write? You gotta. Okay, all right. You think it's an anonymous sheet?
We just do cash, though.
I don't care. You think, man, they got little eyes everywhere.
They got forensics in the back.
The meta glasses now look just like regular Ray-Bans. You don't even see the little camera on them.
Oh, it's creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You think a person sitting right next to you with just regular glasses trying to see. And they trying to see, all right.
So wait, what does that mean about your glasses?
Hey, I might be trying to see.
You got Meta?
No, I wish. Mine just, I got all kind of stuff going on with these. 2 dog.
Those are prescription.
Yeah, prescription, 2 dog. Can't wear them at night. Need to wear them at night. There's a lot going on.
Brett Doherty, Don Davenport is here.
What up, man?
Anthony writes, what up, 3HL? What is Babs getting ready for? Looking beautiful as ever.
Thanks, Anthony. And then he put, have y'all talked about Sports Chat today?
Yo, you didn't hear about the O-line, D-line?
Where the heck have you been,
Come on,
Anthony?
Anthony. Who you
Step
picking?
up your game.
Here's the other thing.
Yeah,
like,
who you picking?
Is
That's
it
what I
legal
need to
for you to like use a curling iron in here? Because like that smoke is like thick.
I don't care.
It's adding ambiance to Zone TV.
It
That's
kind of
right.
is, actually.
Can you see the smoke coming off my hair?
Yes.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure my HBI hair partners would be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah,
we
actually,
just
no, you
grew
can't.
that hair."
Yeah,
you
why
really
do you
can, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Look at all that smoke.
Yeah,
He's Smokey the Bear in here. Maybe that's Slay.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I can feel it. See? I'm in the building.
Y'all both were late.
No, we were both on time because we was together. I'm in the building.
Nogtron says Fire Marshal Bill is watching.
Hey,
Let me tell you something.
615-737-1045.
And yes,
Preds.
Anthony, we have talked about sports.
I mean, pretty much the whole show.
Give me a
Outside
break.
of like the safari talk, riding elephants at the zoo, and
the Big Five.
yeah, the Big Five.
In the wild and in Earth.
That's right.
I mean,
Not that the wild isn't Earth, but
yeah, I know. See, if a teacher said that, you would have let it go, Babs. But since I said it, you correct me. See what I'm saying? And then it's funny. Imagine if everybody laughed like this after she corrected the teacher. Oh, every one of y'all.
Yep.
Write y'all down.
Write-offs.
Y'all thought you weren't getting homework tonight?
Write y'all right on down.
Remember write-offs?
Oh, what?
I will not make fun of the teacher. So do you write them off like one by one by one, or do you write eyes all the way down?
All the way down the row.
Will all the way down.
I went down the row.
Oh, I did it one by one because I was always hoping that they would like pull you off of it
Say,
before you.
"Oh,
finish."
that's enough."
Okay, that's good enough. Yep.
How many did she do? 12. How many was she supposed to do? 300.
Yep.
Go back to class.
figure
Preds in Vancouver in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Key is to steal game 1 and or 2. They got the offense to do it. Games 3 and 4 are here. I'm not sure this team doesn't make a run, man. And somebody
I think
was
they
like,
can.
somebody was like, I made the comment that Todd Father yesterday said, because Dallas was still playing and it was still up in the air if it would be Dallas and the Preds or Vancouver. Mm-hmm. So I said, which matchup would be more beneficial for the Predators? And he said Vancouver, despite the fact that Vancouver won all 3 games this year. And I think Dallas and Nashville split. But he said, in terms of playoff hockey, the matchup is better for the Preds against Vancouver, is what he said. So I'll go by what Todd Father says. And I'll believe in the Preds to get one of those 2 games.
He also knows hockey.
Yes.
Yeah, very much. He played goalie. Isn't that weird?
It is, as small as he is.
Well,
He's like tall and skinny.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, he's small,
Small to me.
but he's tall.
Small to me.
Well, everybody's small to you, Slay.
I know.
Too Tall Jones is small to
I
you.
mean, Ramon Foster is small to you.
He
He's
is.
only 6'6".
Yeah, sometimes 4.
Yeah. Ooh, he's shrinking?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that part
All
of
right.
life.
Big Savagery, Ramon Foster coming up at
Hey.
5:20. Chris in Clarksville. Chris, what's going on, man?
Hey guys, so just talking about Joe All versus any other player at a position that the Titans could take. Just, I'm sick and tired of having this conversation. Like if Joe Alt is on the board, I really just want us to go ahead and take him. You know why? Because I'm sick and tired of the past few years of us wondering who's going to protect the Titans quarterback.
Yes.
I want to go out and like in an off season and just like not have our number one worry going to be who's going to protect our quarterback. I want to smell the flowers in the summer. I want to hear the birds chirp and everything. I want peace of mind. I have a son. I have a son that's going to be born in June, and I want him to have. I want him to have a better upbringing. But then this past few years, I want to raise him up and let him have a better life, knowing what good offensive line protection looks like and everything, instead of worrying about, Daddy, my quarterback's going to get injured because he ain't got no protection back there. No, I want Joe Alt if he's on the board. The only player I won't be mad at if they can't take Joe Alt or whatever is Malik. The only player that I won't be mad at is Malik Neighbors.
I love him too.
I'll be mad at that one.
But please, just bring in protection and just solidify the left side of that line for the next 8 to 10 years, hopefully. And the best prospect you can do that with is Joe freaking Alt. Thank you and goodbye.
Speaking of protection, again, congrats on that baby coming.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Thank you, Chris.
A June baby. That's what Baby Babs was.
That's what Big Slay is.
Oh.
That's why me and Baby Babs, our connection is there.
How did I not know that?
Yeah, don't worry about it, Babs.
I mean, I probably did know it. I just wouldn't realize it till June.
Big Drew dog, too.
Do you want me to throw you a mermaid party, too?
Yes.
So I told y'all I'm down with Joe Alt now, right? And so Buck was making a great point on Blaine and Mickey. He said, I'm so tired of talking about who the damn left tackle is for the last few years.
Yeah.
Give me 5 to 8, 6 to 8 years of not having to talk about who the damn left tackle is.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Me and Buck agree.
Buck Rising with the voice of reason.
I didn't even listen to my dog today, man. That? Well, I did listen. That's a lie. I didn't listen to all of it.
You a lie. All right. When we come back, Greg Coell is going to break down defensive linemen and edge rushers next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Always fun to mess with Buck, isn't it? Okay, I want to tell you about Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. And, I mentioned I am going to this Rally Foundation hosting the Rally on the Runway, raising money for childhood cancer research. Well, guess what? Outdoor Lighting Perspectives has this team light the way. And if you go ahead and email them, reach out to them right now before tonight's event, Outdoor Lighting Perspectives will give $100 donation to Rally Foundation for Childhood Cancer Research in your name if you book a project with them. So you got a couple of hours. If you're thinking about outdoor lighting, now is a perfect time right now to do it. Just go to outdoorlights.com/Nashville. Tell them, hey, I want to book a project with you, so you'll donate to Rally on the Runway. And then Bob Lyons will come out, him and his team, and figure out what you need. You can light up your night with Outdoor Lighting Perspectives, festival lights, path lights, wall washing, tree lighting, area lighting. They can do maintenance on lighting systems they didn't install. They do holiday lights and event lighting as well. They're amazing. Outdoorlights.com/Nashville. That's Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville.
3HL 1045, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Executive producer of 3HL is Joe Hunk.
Sup?
Greg Coell joins us now, senior producer for NFL Films, executive producer and analyst for NFL Matchup. Greg, what's up? How are you?
Well, I've been watching tape, and I've been listening to the Allman Brothers in memory of Dickie Betts, who passed away today.
Oh, dude, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
80 years old.
Dickie Betts,
It
who also
blows
wrote...
me away because I'm from the classic rock era, and you kind of forget that as you get older, these people get older too. You just think of them back like when you were listening to the music,
No, I was thinking about getting fitted for a black suit. Honestly. Man, I hadn't heard that. Yeah, R.I.P. Dickie Betts wrote a bunch of songs, too, that people don't know about that the Allman Brothers didn't even do. But,
oh, yeah.
Man.
Well, but he wrote a lot of their, he wrote Ramblin' Man, he wrote Blue Sky. I think he wrote Jessica, too, the instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
So
we were just talking with Buck Rising before the show. You've got the live taping of the install coming up, and I know you guys are excited about it. I know we are as well. And Rand Carthon, Titans general manager, will be involved. This is going to be a fun night.
yeah, it should be great. I'm really looking forward to it. 2 weeks from tomorrow, guys, because the draft's next week. Hard to believe it's about here.
Man, finally, man.
1 week away, Cosell. So, yeah,
I
1045
know,
is on.
I just never quite get enough guys done. I'm trying to just keep grinding through, but there's always a bunch I'll miss, but so be it.
I mean, you can only do what you can do.
I'm only one person,
Right.
And you got to do it right. You got to do it right.
What time do you start your days where you start watching tape?
What time? I usually get to the office around 5:15. I noticed the silence there.
Yeah, I'm just not coming
for you guys.
I'm just coming out my REM sleep at that time.
All right, today we're going to start talking about defensive line and edge type guys, and we'll probably go revisit offensive tackle next week, right before the draft. But curious, let me start with Jared Verse from Florida State, a really productive guy off the edge.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of mystery to his game. He is a power player. He has first step explosiveness, but I would say he's much more of a hand in the ground pass rusher as opposed to a stand up pass rusher.
Like a 4-3 defensive end, maybe?
Yeah, more like that. Yes, because one thing I noticed watching his tape in detail is when his hand's in the ground, he has no wasted steps. When he stands up and rushes from a 2-point stance, he has some wasted steps. Now, can that be fixed? Theoretically, it can, but obviously he's a 4-3 DN. That's what he is. He got off the ball, no false steps, no wasted motion. He's got first step explosiveness, and he is a powerful, powerful man. And if you talk to any offensive tackle, they will tell you that the first thing they're concerned about is speed to power. Because if they can get beat physically, then that changes the way they pass set. If a guy is all about moves, it's different because eventually he has to come to the tackle. He can dance all he wants, but eventually he has to get to you. But if a guy just comes off the ball with explosion and is looking just to get right into your chest, then that's a different animal.
Totally different animal. Looking at guys like Dallas Turner.
Yep.
One more. Give us a rundown of how disruptive he can be. Not only just, being able to scheme him up, but just like, hey, man, pin your ears back. Kind of like Michael Parsons. Does he got any of that in him? Like
he's not as powerful as Parsons.
Okay.
He's more of a long, fluid athlete. He's got natural quickness. He's got body flexibility. He can bend. He can clear the arc, then flatten his rush path. Every once in a while, you'll see a little speed to power. He's got that one-arm stab that a lot of pass rushers use. But he's got size, he's got length, he's got athleticism, he's got explosive movement, not explosive in terms of power, explosive movement in terms of suddenness and twitchiness in the way in which he moves. So he's a different player than Jared Verse, and you can stand him up. Mm-hmm. So, if you're playing, a 5-2, a 5-man front as your base front, he can stand up on the edge. He's got impressive physical traits, including arm length. And that's an important trait. And I'm finding out more and more how critical that is in the eyes of evaluators, both for offensive linemen, particularly offensive tackles, and for pass rushers.
So okay. So how would he fit? Do you think with Harold Landry and Arden Key? And when I asked that, I remember when we talked about Harold Landry when he came out, it sounded similar. Correct me if I'm wrong in terms of like motorcycle bend around the edge, not as much power. Is that true?
You're talking about Landry?
Yeah, just kind of.
Landry.
Like kind of
Landry's
a
more of a bend guy, an athlete guy.
Yeah.
Arden Key can play inside. So the thing about Arden Key is he's in some ways, in the way he can be deployed, he's like Nico Autry in that you can move him inside. And if you were to draft, if they decided for whatever reason that they wanted to draft at 7 a defensive edge player, they'd have to decide. It would have to fit what their front is.
Right.
That's the thing. I mean, Verse is not really a stand-up guy.
No.
Turner is, and Turner also, you can move him around. He can be deployed as kind of a movable chess piece, what we call a stand-up joker in third down situations. Landry can be that as well. We saw Shane Bowen do that with Landry through the years. So that's what Turner can be versus much more of a let's put his hand in the dirt on the edge and let him rush the quarterback.
Yeah, so that's interesting with Turner. That's kind of intriguing to me, like the possibility of having Turner and Harold Landry Jr. and Arden Key together, like and moving them around too.
Yeah, because Landry can do that. Key can move around a bit. So that's
right.
That it depends. We don't know what Wilson is going to do at this point. We don't know the D coordinator. We don't really know. Right. So I guess we're going to find out. Obviously OTAs, minicamp, the whole deal. You'll find out what the look is. But once they know that, and they probably know it now, that will very often dictate who you draft.
So. A quick side note, which has nothing to do with this current conversation, but that's kind of how my brain works. I think you would probably want to know this, that the Packers, Cosell signed Andre Dillard. So there's that.
Wow, interesting. He's going to get it. Well, again, he's on a team right now. We'll see what happens.
Right.
I made the argument, like, if I'm coming out, man, who is his agent?
It's a home for everyone.
Because he keeps
he's got a good one.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So the reason why we wanted to go defensive line is a couple of days ago, we got a message after I read these 6 names. One of our listeners wrote, I don't even know 3 of those names, and that's half of the defensive line roster. But the Titans' current defensive line roster is Big Jeff, of course, Sebastian Joseph Day, T.K. McClendon, Shaquille Brown, Quentin Bohannon, and Keandre Coburn. So that's why we were wanting to talk about defensive line potentially with you today. And Joseph Day's a good player. He's been in the league. He's an interior guy. Bohannon is a guy that's been around the league. He was with the Cowboys. He's another interior guy. No, they need some defensive linemen for sure.
Yeah. Anyone fly off the radar?
It depends what you're Slay what position. I mean, we were just talking about edge rushers, but there's certainly inside guys too. It all depends, how they see it. Certainly, look, obviously everybody's talking about pick 7.
Right.
After that, you're in the second round, right? They don't have another first round pick.
Mm-hmm. No, but they could move back. So we're just trying to cover all our bases. What about that?
They could trade for sure. I mean, it would strike me that they might be very interested in doing that because you certainly can add picks. You can get an offensive lineman later in the draft. That is a good one. I'm of the belief, but it's just my personal opinion and doesn't mean I'm right, that if one of those 3 receivers is there at 7, I would take them, but they might not feel that way, which doesn't make me right them wrong or them right me wrong. We're in the projection game right now, guys. It's all projection. Everybody wants a definitive statement as to what a guy is. And those right now opinions for fans are based on people like myself. And I'll be the first to admit, I work my tail off and, I love the process of evaluating players, but there are so many variables when you try to decide where a player is going to go, how he's going to be deployed, how he's going to be coached. I mean, at the end of the day, first of all, there's only about 15 to 17 players in any given draft that have first round grades.
Yeah, that's the thing that everybody needs to kind of tune into. The other thing, it's interesting what you just said there. So if Minnesota does trade up and you go 4 quarterbacks before pick 7, then the Titans have the 3rd pick in the draft, which means one of those 3 receivers would be there.
That is correct.
And I love that you said you would go receiver. So
I would, but again, that's just me.
Well, I mean, Brian Callahan is talked about what they did in Cincinnati, when confronted with the same decision, and they went Jamar Chase.
Obviously, they took Jamar Chase over Penei Sewell. Chase is a top 3-4 receiver in the league. Sewell's a great right tackle.
Yeah.
After a rookie year when he struggled because he got moved from left where he played in college to right, the last couple of years he's been a dominant player in the league at his position. But they chose Chase. Now it's easy to say, well, their O-line hasn't been very good, and Burrow's one of those quarterbacks that, as well as any quarterback in the league, can compensate for and camouflage O-line weakness. Not many quarterbacks can. He's one of the few that can. So, you have to know your personnel. I probably wouldn't take Levis is not that guy right now, but again, I'm just talking the way I've evaluated the players. Yeah. That's all I can go by. Not what other people do. I don't know what Rand Carthon thinks. I don't know what Brian Callahan or Bill Callahan thinks. This is my evaluation of players.
Right. So Brian Callahan's argument was that we can actually protect the quarterback by being exceptional on the outside because – number one, you can get the ball out quicker, and if you're good outside, then that guy beats his guy, and you're not worrying about the pass rush in some sense that way. Also, like defensively, it affects how they cover you if you're that good outside also. So, some interesting
and
points by him.
The nature of your pass game can help your O-line significantly as well. If there's more quick game, if the ball comes out quick, obviously you are going to get to 3rd and long where you can't get the ball out quick, and then you obviously need to protect. But there's ways to sort of compensate for that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. It just comes down to how you evaluate the players. I'm sure fans listening to this are saying I'm wrong because look what happened last year. They couldn't protect it all, and the offense just got short-circuited. And that is, in fact, true. There's no question about that. So we'll see how it plays out. But you have to also look at a draft in its entirety. In other words, you're not going to get one of those 3 receivers, in my view, later in the draft, even though it's a deep receiver draft. But it's also a deep O-line draft. So just my evaluation of the offensive tackles, I would not take one at 7, but as I said, that doesn't make me right. That's just my evaluation of the players.
Right. All right. So going back to defensive tackles, and have you seen a transition in defensive tackles as far as their play and what they're able to do? Now I know it's a handful, but it seems as I'm looking through stats, it's quite a few more than just Chris Jones, Big Jeff, Aaron Donald, guys being able to play multiple spots along the front line and being able to cause havoc, and not only being able to plug holes, but also be able to get to the quarterback as well. You send a shift in the tackles. That's what I'm asking. My bad, Cosell.
Well, what do you mean by a shift?
In the past, when you think D tackle, you're thinking big guys like Vince.
Oh no! It's
keep offensive linemen off linebackers.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Oh no! In fact, you need to be able to get after the quarterback now. You really need to be able to pressure a quarterback from the inside because quicker game passing games in the National Football League, you need inside pressure. Outside pressure often doesn't get there. And you're seeing different body types. I mean, you're seeing a Byron Murphy out of Texas, who he's, to me, the best defensive tackle prospect in this class. He's a really explosive athlete, and he's powerful and he's strong. Again, for whatever it's worth, you're hearing that he's a guy that could sneak into like the top 12, depending on how the first part of the draft goes, which is what we don't know. I really liked Braden Fisk from Florida State. He won't go in the top 12, but I think he's a really, really intriguing player. I think that most teams at D tackle, if you're going to draft one relatively high, you want him to be able to impact the passing game.
And yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, Cosell.
No, go ahead. That's what I think you're ultimately looking for. Doesn't mean that is a bad run defender,
right?
But normally in the way the NFL game has evolved and is played today, Slay, you're not drafting a defensive tackle early just to defend the run.
Absolutely, and the early being second roundish.
Yeah, that would be my opinion.
Yeah, okay, again, I'm with you. That's what I was at. Okay.
I'm sure if you spoke to different GMs, they might have. That's the fun of this is there's no right or wrong in all this.
Yeah.
I remember, I worked with Ryan Jaworski for years and years and years, and he's a really good friend. And we used to have these great conversations about team building and how many different ways there are to build a team and how many different ways there are to win. There's not one way to do any of this. And that's why right now it's all the projection game, and none of us know what teams' draft boards look like. And that's why I'm not a mock draft guy, because that's all guessing.
Right.
I don't. The best use of my time isn't to sit down and guess. It all depends. I mean, none of us know exactly how Rand Carthon thinks,
right?
And he's certainly not going to tell you at a press conference. I mean, that's that's the way this stuff works. We have no idea what their draft board looks like.
Yep. So, all right, like you always we hear about Marvin Harrison Jr., his dad with the ties.
Yep.
We heard about Joey Porter last year, his son being tied with him. You're starting to see more and more of sons starting to come at that next generation coming into the league. What are your thoughts on Chris Jenkins? You've been able to watch tape on him?
Oh, yeah, I've studied him in detail. His dad was a much better player and prospect.
Yeah,
Chris Jenkins, to me, is I think he's one of those solid rotational defensive linemen. Okay. The issue for him is he does not really have a pass rush profile right now. He's not really a pass rusher. He's much more of a physical two-gap type player than a penetrating player.
Yeah.
So to me, particularly early in his career, again, you have to decide when you draft someone like that what you think could happen in 2 or 3 years. Right. And that's what's all. I don't want to say it's impossible to know. Teams have more information than I do, Slay, obviously. But I'm just watching the tape, and he's not going to become a better athlete. Right. Now, maybe he can technique, the way he uses his hands, things of that nature, that can be taught. But as you know, Slay, being an athlete, a guy's not going to become a great athlete if he's not a great athlete. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So he's not an explosive player. He's a sort of a lunch pail kind of guy. He's a grinder. Right. He's good at that, and he'll be a rotational guy. But I don't see him as to me, and I hate saying these kinds of things because I'll probably be wrong, but to me, he's more like a third round kind of player.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that to me. I think when you go to that level, like one thing you don't want to do is teach somebody something totally new coming into the situation. You want to be able to take their foundation and add to it instead of trying to say, all right, you're good at clogging a run. All right, now we need you all the time to be a pass rusher.
And I think that's, again, a team has to decide where they see him down the road. Yep. That's where position coaches really come into play. And that's where, a D-line coach might say, hey, coach, I can turn this guy into a pass rusher. Here are the traits I really see. I can work with him. And you know what? In 2 years, he'll be a good pass rusher. Now, he's not going to be Aaron Donald. That's never going to happen. But who knows? But right now, he's not that.
Yep.
Good stuff, Cosell. All right, we'll talk with you next week, and the first round will commence shortly after our conversation.
And I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be fun. 1045thezone.com, the install live taping. That'll be Buck Rising, and Cosell and Rand Carthon will be involved as well. And tickets are going fast, so check it out, 1045thezone.com. Thank you, Cosell.
Thanks, guys.
All right, see you, buddy. When we come back, I think Buck Rising's wandering around the building.
What?
He's like a feral cat.
Who let Buck in here?
And we'll get him in here next. Here you tell 1045 The Zone.
Do you guys know that you are less than a month away from Mother's Day? Why don't you achieve the hero status on Mother's Day this year? You can do it alongside a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. The mother in your life will love a unique and thoughtful gift. Always in style, always fits, always appreciated. That would be a spa gift. Everybody loves spa gifts. And the beautiful thing about a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa is it's one of the few spas and salons that has all of these different services, almost a dozen under one roof in the same place. So you can get a gift card and the mother in your life can pick what they want to do, whether that is a massage or a manicure or a pedicure or sunless tanning, waxing, a facial, maybe a hydrofacial, get her hair done, get her makeup done, doesn't matter. All of it, a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. And they make it easy for you, too. Gift cards available 24/7 on their website, amomentspeace.com. Call 615-224-0770 if you have special requests. And, of course, you can always just stop by for personal service. They are in Cool Springs, across 65 from Galleria Mall, right at the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakers Bridge Avenue. A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
HL 1045 The Zone. This guy's walking around the building like a feral cat, Buck Rising in studio.
Wow.
We've cased him.
Dawn Davenport leaves to go do a charity event, and now you're sitting at her station with her microphone.
That's right, Babs. How's it feel? I would only agree to come in studio if Dawn was leaving. She gets too close. If I'm within striking distance, she might throw something at me. I can't do it. I can't work under these conditions.
So if the Vikings trade up and 4 quarterbacks go, the Titans really have the 3rd pick of the draft, right? So I've been wide receiver guy. So Greg Coell literally just told us if any of the 3 receivers were there at 7, Odunze, Malik, and Harrison Jr., he would take one of those three.
Greg, why do you hate Joe Alt? Why?
He said he doesn't hate him. He said he doesn't love his tape.
He's explained that to me. I've heard the initial interview where you guys talked about that, and I think his criticisms are completely fair. It's an interesting problem to have because they have the wide receiver position set for now. But if, I know Jimmy was on here, was that earlier this week? Was that Monday? Tuesday, saying that Hopkins in 2025 is a possibility, and that would make you feel better about things. And Ridley's on a 4-year deal.
Don't you have to plan, though, roster-wise, that this is the last year for D-Hop?
100%.
Yeah, so they're going to draft wide receiver in this draft, probably more than one.
And you've already laid the groundwork for Treylon Burks to get the hell out of here no matter how many times Slay wears his jersey. In fact, he probably needs to get out of here. So don't put it on. Don't put it on. Why are you carrying it around?
How dare?
How dare what?
How dare you?
How dare
this
you?
Blasphemy.
Of all the wide receivers, of all the cursed wide receivers that this franchise has drafted, that's the one that you choose to wear?
Well, he's still there.
For now.
Well, that's Kyle Phillips. You want to go on a hill for him too?
Why are you on a hill for Treylon Burks? I'm so confused.
Because I will never, ever stand for the slander for Senior Burks. And the reason being, because y'all just act like Burks can't.
Slander?
Yes. Y'all just act like Burks can't play.
He had 220 yards last year.
But this is the thing, Buck. It's not him being held out when you start talking to a guy like Christian Fulton, what was placed on David Long. These were things that were out of his control. Making a touchdown catch against the Eagles and somebody illegally hitting them, knocking him out of the game.
2 years ago. Last year, when he was out there to play, he can't do the one thing that they're asking him to do.
Yes, he can. He was scarred because somebody asked him to do a behind. Somebody asked him to do a behind the back pass all the way across the field. Todd Downing, but I ain't gonna speak about that. He was scarred from that.
Speaking about that.
Then he went to Minnesota. Then he went to Minnesota, made a hell of a catch. Overthrown a little bit, caught it anyway, and then tried to gather himself. He should have just failed.
I'm glad you found the one.
I'm just saying.
I'm so happy for you that you found the one.
He was on his way. He's our guy, man. Hey, Treylon, it's me and you. Yes, it's me and you out here, Treylon.
Please.
Don't you worry about him. I got you, brother.
Unbelievable.
I got you, brother.
Now, you can't even get through that without laughing. You can't even take yourself seriously.
This is radio. Nobody can see me laughing.
Everybody can see us. We're live stream. What do you mean nobody can see us?
Turn the live stream off, Hump. This is the real question. This is the real question. All right, you got draft coming up.
Yeah.
O-line, D-line, you need disruptive players. I believe edge guys can be disruptive too. Since we parted ways with Lawan, injury, it was done. You're trying to find people to fill that void. You had to go with Dennis Daly. Then you had to go Andre Dillard. Then you had to go with NPF. Then you threw Jalen Duncan out there. I could go on and on. Outside of that, when you talk about being able to find guys in free agency, find guys, honestly, off the street to put them beside Big Jeff, they all thrive at that D tackle spot or guys that'll move to the edge. You had a guy in Denico that was a mainstay there along with him, so you were able to, get guys going. You expect Harold Landry to be back.
Land the plane.
Which would you take? I know. Which would you take? I wanted to get it all out there, though, Buck. Which one would you take? Pass rusher, disruptive guy at D tackle, or a mainstay 8 to 10 year guy on the edge blocking to protect your quarterback?
I don't want to talk about a damn left tackle anymore. I'm so tired of it.
But what if he's not an 8 to 10 year guy? What if he's Tony Mandridge?
But how many times are they not?
Pretty often nowadays.
At this high of a pick, though.
At this high of a pick,
you should know who the top guy is, right?
And you do know who the top guy is in this particular draft. And I know Cosell has some completely well-founded criticisms of him. I know Greg and I have talked about this. Is that how he's being coached? Is that something that can be improved upon if you put him with the world's best offensive line coach? What do you call him?
OLJ.
OLJ. Yeah.
You did too. I've heard the promo.
O-line Jesus.
Yes.
Please, God, deliver us from evil, okay? Andre Dillard, by the way, who is this man's agent? He got another contract?
That's what I said.
I just need to go see my deal. I need Dillard's agent. I love you, Lyman, but my God.
That guy keeps getting work.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so because
Guaranteed
you want
money.
to talk about scars, you think Traylon Burke's got scars. I've got scars, all right? I've had to
Well,
watch
show
the
your
Titans.
scars.
I am on the radio in front of everybody for 3 damn hours a day, okay? I'm tired of talking about left tackles. I'm tired of watching bad left tackles for whatever I think of Taylor personally, and I do like Taylor personally.
Yeah, we all do.
Debatable. Depends on the day. I took him for granted.
Yeah.
And I would never say this to his face, but I took him for granted. I think a lot of Titans fans took him for granted because he's loud, he's annoying, and he's got a podcast or whatever. But what he does the job well enough so that you don't have to help both sides of your line every time.
That's
you are
true.
taking away, you are condensing your playbook, Slay. If you have the kind of tackle problems that the Titans have had, I think that they have enough blue chip talent on the defensive side of the ball that they can supplement it in the draft in the later rounds. I would prefer them just take the left tackle and be done with it because this is the 5th damn offseason that I've had to talk about a left tackle. I'm sick of it.
Now, that was interesting, what you just said right there.
All of it.
So who is closer? Yeah.
All of it was interesting.
Yeah. Book all that. Who is closer to being complete? Offense or defense with what they have right now? Not
Offense.
including... Okay, now you're going to my point. This is what I'm talking about.
This is this is not your point.
Yes, it is. So why not
So
help
what his damn
why
point
not
is? He's wearing
help complete
Traylon Burke's jersey.
Why
He don't know which way is up.
This is wide receiver 2 or 3.
You better watch it. I'm gonna send your ass to the shadows wearing that Traylon Burks
No, don't
jersey.
do that. Don't do me like that.
No,
But
you're making the point to take Dallas Turner.
no, because you're closer. Why not get a complete roster or a complete movement on offense if you're not even close
Because
on defense?
Slade, nobody gives a damn about defense in today's league. They can act like it, they can preach it, they can say all the right things at the press conferences. This is going to be a record-setting draft because 19 players on offense are the most offensive players that have been taken in the first round. We're about to shatter that record.
Take this the right way. I love you.
Listen, I take it the same way every time. No Diddy, okay? I love you.
There we go.
All right, I
There
love
we
you.
go.
You big
no
idiot.
Diddy.
You
That's what I'm
Traylon
talking
Burks
about.
jersey. You better get the bleep out of here. Enough of this. Is this segment over? My blood pressure's up.
You've got an event in 2 weeks.
Sure do. Greg Coell, Rand
can't wait.
Carthon, Friday, May the 3rd. Are you introing us again?
I will. I've been waiting on you to
You
ask.
sweet angel.
You ain't done with
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. There is no other NFL market in the country where you can get somebody like Greg Coell with the general manager of that NFL team, and Rand
right.
Carthon is kind enough to give us his time on Friday, May the 3rd at the Hutton Hotel. I did get a text saying that we are teetering on a sellout, if not already sold out. So if you have not gone to 1045thezone.com right this very minute to get your damn tickets, I can't do anything for you. I can't help you. I can't help you any better than I can help Slay wearing a Traylon Burks jersey.
Well,
I can't do it.
You forgot that Slay will wear that Traylon Burks jersey, I'm sure, at this event. All he needs
That is so dumb.
all he needs is a jug of Tito's, and he'll intro anything you want.
I will throw that jug of
Buck
Tito's
had
at
me
your
up there
hand.
last time. I barely made it through the intro.
I can't.
It almost turned into a montage.
I can't do any more room
Monologue.
temperature. Yeah, after the bowling event last year, I can't do any more room temperature Cheetos.
All right, there he is.
Slay.
Buck Rising 10
Get me
to
outta
1.
here.
Weekdays on 1045 The Zone. 5 o'clock hour coming up. Be back.
All right, I have a little announcement here going on. When we did our when we did our live show at Two Rivers Ford last week, we met Tony Taylor. We took a picture with her. She's a huge fan of the show, listens to 3HL every day. Well, here's the deal. Tony's husband, Chris, is the service manager at Two Rivers Ford, and Chris reached out to us and wanted to wish his beautiful wife, Tony, a happy 32nd wedding anniversary today. How about that?
Happy anniversary, Tony.
Happy anniversary.
I'm doing a little dance.
He really is.
Yes, we love you, Tony. And by the way, we also love Two Rivers Ford. You'll love them too. You want to talk about a family atmosphere? They have it going on there. And Two Rivers Ford can help you with pretty much anything. There's a reason Two Rivers Ford has been around for over 4 decades. So if you are in need of a car, truck, SUV, whatever, they'll take care of you. And of course, Two Rivers Ford doesn't work on commission. Their salespeople are there just to help you. Go see my friends at Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer. And happy anniversary, Tony and Chris Taylor.
So many people trust Two Rivers Ford. Football players, working moms, business owners. Why? Because Two Rivers Ford has been doing business with integrity for decades. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
Good evening from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Hahn. Congratulations to Brent Stockstill, the son of former Middle Tennessee State head coach Rick Stockstill, as he is the brand new defensive analyst for the Indianapolis Colts. This just comes a few months after he was hired by Ole Miss to be an offensive analyst. Tonight is the final night of the NHL regular season, so we'll find out after that when and where, or we know where, but when and what time the Preds and Canucks will be starting their round one series in Vancouver. And coming up in just a few moments, Vanderbilt and Florida get going in the first of a 3-game series over at Hawkins, as first pitch is going to be at 5. You can watch that on the SEC network. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Ron Slay with you.
I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
I did that
I'm in the
kind of
building.
weird.
I'm in the building. I didn't hump no way. I'm in the
It's like
building.
I threw the pass and you were still running up the floor.
Yeah, I was like looking around. Thought somebody in the crowd called my name.
Babsy is at the Rally Foundation charity event, getting ready to host that.
I'm getting ready. Ready for a good time.
5 o'clock hours here. Nashville Predators get Vancouver in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
That's right.
Schedule not out yet, officially.
But on the way.
I talked with Alex Doherty from the Tennessean. He was like, man, I want to know because I want to know. What you thinking? He's got to book a plane. Got to book a flight. So I don't know. Why are they so slow with this?
That's a great question.
And why did I go with the high-pitched voice?
You stand in it. Yeah.
I just did.
I stood in it, too.
Yeah.
Mr. High Pitch.
Like quicksand. You can't get out of it.
Me and Chef Rand.
You and Chef Rand or what?
No, Top Tier was saying. I was reading.
In line with Cosell. So what Cosell said in the 4 o'clock hour at pick number 7, if all 3 receivers are there, including Adunze, he would take one of the 3 receivers.
Right.
And he said, now, that's what I would do, like
I ain't the gospel, but.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so I've had, I think the caller names Chris and Buck side with me. And you still on.
No, Buck said, I agree with the wide receiver. I just think they're going to take Alt. And he goes, I'm tired of talking about the left tackle.
So that means he's really saying that he's tired of talking about it. So how do you not talk about it anymore? Do something about it.
Be about that action.
Yeah. So,
but with offensive line, Jesus, can't you get an offensive tackle later? Because that's a deep position in this draft.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that until it's not.
Try trust in Bill Callahan.
I do trust in him, but need to see it. Yeah, there's always a but. I'm gonna ask Savage the same thing when he come up.
Also, Panzika is in the booth with Hunk, and he's running around with a smile on his face. I don't know.
I want to know, Panda Man, what do you think?
I've been listening to Lucas for the last 2 or 3 minutes. What are y'all talking about?
What are you taking?
Oh, we better take Joe Alt.
See? Okay.
Or some offensive lineman that's going to play left tackle.
Thank you, Hunk.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, what is Lucas whining about in there?
Oh, Lucas is editing stuff, but he's editing it so he has to listen to it, and so I'm listening to both.
Ask him. Did he say
Joe Alt? Yeah.
Hey,
look, basically, we just want a left tackle. Somebody's going to be there, and so that Will Levis can at least stay alive for 365 more days.
I just figured if Lucas running around with a smile on his face, that some soccer team won.
I mean,
they play it any time of the day.
No, he said they got their tails kicked.
Didn't Pan and Will Lee have a show last night?
They did. They had every single Wednesday night. There's promos.
Oh. Well, I'm going to tell me.
And the moment, we always tell you, the moment that if you want to know when we go live on like Zone TV, you subscribe and make sure you get the notifications because I'm driving home. Next thing you know, I get that notification that they're live.
Bingo. Gotcha. I'm going to put the little bell on because I'm subscribed.
Chef Rand on YouTube has a good point.
What?
Neighbors could be Jamar Chase.
Now, see.
What if the same group that evaluated Jamar Chase and chose him over an offensive lineman when their offensive line sucked in Cincinnati thinks that Malik Neighbors is that kind of guy? You trust in him? Because if they pick a receiver at that point, that's what they think.
And that's where all the pressure going to lie for me. Like you talking, maybe you ain't never seen pressure in your life. I'm gonna be dissecting whoever they pick with a microscope. Day in and day out. I'm gonna be at practice every single day. Like I don't even go to every practice. I'm gonna be at every single practice. Even if I got to sneak in there, I'm gonna be in there watching him like a hawk. And he better not breathe hard. I bet he better not seem like he out of breath one time. Better not have a little ankle injury, nothing. He better be spot on.
What's the movie where the guys that practice every day, like talking trash to some guy on the field? I can't remember. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what movie that is.
Necessary Roughness.
I'm going to be here all day. I don't think that's it.
The Program.
Oh, you're just naming movies.
I mean, it just sounds like something linebacker in the program would say.
Yeah, you probably fall off with that.
All roided up. He's having roid rage on the field.
I want to say it's Tom Cruise. Anyway, 615-737-1045. That's going to be you. You just be on the sideline just yelling at some guy.
Man, you're not okay, this goes back to, would you rather be safe for the next 8 to 10 years, or are you trying to go and catch
Wildcats with Goldie Hawn, which you haven't seen yet? Yep. I told you to see that 3 years ago.
See, I wasn't that far off with Necessary Roughness. At least same decade.
I'm going to be here all day.
Wasn't they in jail?
No, that's Longest Yard.
No. The old one, like, maybe it wasn't jail, but they were playing in a little dirt field.
Yeah.
That's Wildcats.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I started it. Just got to finish it. I don't know why I thought they was in jail, but they was on that little dirt field. But this is my thing. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, do you want to be safe and steadfast for the next 8 to 10 years, or do you want to go out and try to catch lightning in a bottle?
Lightning in a bottle, Slay Dog.
Dude, like, that's like a person that asks you want unlimited groceries for the rest of your time, or you want me to just give you a couple things and you fix a meal?
The big meal right now. Because in your scenario, that big meal leads to other like groceries for the rest of it. I mean, seriously, I'm telling you, Brian Callahan said, look, you can fix the pass rush problems by being great on the outside. That's what he said.
Chef Rand, do you trust OLJ or not, Slay? Make up your mind.
There's the question.
There's
the question.
That's bad.
Put it on the table.
That's bad. I do trust him. Put it on the table. I do trust him. I trust Rand, and I trust OLJ, and I trust Brian Callahan.
Rand told you the guys on the roster right now are automatically better with Bill Callahan. 615-737-1045. While you collect yourself over there, Emmanuel or Emmanuel?
Emmanuel. All 4 syllables, yes, sir.
I got you. What's up?
I got a bone to pick with you guys. Y'all coined Callahan's dad as what?
OLJ.
Okay, so the first round, we don't have to necessarily get an offensive lineman.
Yes, thank you. That's right.
You don't have to.
You don't have to, Emmanuel. Hey, listen, don't lock yourself in.
The second round, we can get another offensive lineman.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead and get the next Jamar Chase or the next Jefferson.
Listen.
Then we still have offensive line Jesus, y'all. So
that's right.
He can coach up Duncan. He can coach up Radis or whoever else we have.
That's right.
And we can still draft another player later on.
So at 38, Slay Dog, you could even, because of OLJ, you can even trade back from 38 and acquire a third-round pick.
Come on now, Mayor. That's my message, bro.
Let me tell you.
Come on now.
And then the third round, you get another wide receiver.
And also, Slay, your top 5, bro. I mean, your top 5, you know what? They cool, but all those people we've been taught to submit to. So even though they're wrong, they still wrong, bro.
No, no.
They can be right when they're wrong, but still, an authoritative figure, you don't want to ask questions.
No. This is my thing. Let me correct that.
Okay.
Let me correct that.
Okay.
So, I added 6. It's 6 now. It's the big 6.
Okay.
Because I added a coach on there too. Now, this is my thing. My whole thing is people you can't correct during the time of duty. Now, after it's over, the pastor, you walk up to him, hey, man.
In front of everybody else.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Now, you know what? Now that you said that and explained it to me and broke it down, I totally agree with you.
My man.
But you had to explain something, bro.
Come on,
I'm with the pearl with you, so I already know.
You got to stand tall, baby. You got to stand strong, Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is my thing, though. Okay, so
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, you got what you guys are saying. OLJ, and I know we're going to break. You got OLJ, that's fine. Yes, I believe in OLJ. Just because you have OLJ, don't y'all think OLJ get tired of sitting in the kitchen waiting on the order and everybody keep ordering boo-boo?
It's like that Popeyes worker outside.
Yes.
He's just sitting on the chair. He's hunched over. It's like, come on, man. Can I get a break?
Like, dude, imagine if you ordered a filet. Imagine what he would do with that filet.
I do that
Butterfly it, sear it. It do all kind of stuff. All kind of oregano. Pan in there. Pan know what to do with all kind of little food in a little pan. Like, dog, that's what OLJ. Stop sending them boo-boo and making it, just send it back as a boo-boo salad.
Somebody said he's had a bunch of first-round picks. We went through this not too long ago about all of the Pro Bowlers that he has helped, and there have been first-round picks in there, but like late first-round picks too. Also, one undrafted guy that he turned into a Pro Bowl, and then later-round picks too. He's done it all.
Turned him into a Pro Bowl. Imagine if you gave him a number 7. He'll turn him into a Hall of Famer. Case settled.
What if they take Joe Alt and he turns out to be nothing? Then what?
That ain't gonna never
what
happen.
if that happened?
That ain't gonna never happen. That ain't gonna never happen.
What if he turned out to be Isaiah Wilson?
Now, see, Euro, no. No. Nope. Don't you put that on me.
I guarantee you Joe Alt's rap album would be better.
It has to be.
I almost guarantee that.
No, dog. Telling y'all. Exactly, Anthony. Don't put that bad juju on us. We do not deserve
Don't do that, Ricky
Well,
Bobby.
y'all just want to say that this guy comes in here and he's a 10-year starter. Like, maybe he's not.
If you're taking them 7,
maybe
y'all want to trade back.
Maybe they've evaluated him like Cosell. You don't know. You don't know how they've evaluated him.
I do know.
You don't know if they think that Malik Neighbors is Jamar Chase.
Man. Well, I know we ain't got no OLJ over the wide receiver position.
Wouldn't that be like WRJ? Just splitting hairs here.
That's exactly what.
By the way, people are saying the Chargers are going to take Joe Alt anyway. They have a left tackle in Rashawn Slater, and he is really, really good.
Yeah, he's like an all-pro Pro Bowler.
Yeah. Imagine him. And Herbert won't never be hurt again. So all the MVP
Herbert is nothing but hurt.
Because they ain't got okay, Herbert.
All right, let's go to break. This Saturday coming up.
Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. That is who you need to call if you need replacement windows or replacement doors. You can also just stop by their showroom, by the way. It is in Franklin, 277 Mallory Station Road in Franklin. You'll see it right there. Easy parking. You can walk in. They have this amazing setup there where you can pull out different windows and check them, see if you like them, see what they look like, push those back in, maybe go view some doors. You pull those out and look at it. It is really cool. If you're in the market for windows and doors. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. You might be surprised to learn how affordable replacement windows are from Pella as well. And to make it even more affordable, my friends at Pella are giving you 50% off qualifying installations. And this is an and in between there. No money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months. Call them 615-249-1910. Easiest way, though, is just schedule your free consultation. Check out that offer online at PellaNashville.com.
Mortgage professionals in Middle Tennessee. Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, owner of Wesley Mortgage. I'm a true local. Born in Mount Juliet, met my wife at MTSU, and I live in Franklin. While every other mortgage company is cutting back, we're rapidly expanding and investing. Are you sick of feeling like an operations employee to ensure your loans are closed on time? When you look around your office, it doesn't look the same. You're missing people. You're missing your friends. Is anyone having fun? We're having fun every day. As the official mortgage provider of the Tennessee Titans, I've personally recruited the top local operations team to ensure your loans are closed on time. So you get paid. So you get to spend time building your business, and you get to have fun at work again. Now is the time to join our team. To start a confidential conversation with our local president and COO, visit whywesley.com. whywesley.com.
HL 1045 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Ron Slay, Babsy's gone to the Rally for a Cure. We'll hear all about that tomorrow. You can still donate. Check out her. Man, it's hard to even talk over this song.
Man, ain't it, man?
Yes.
That is a bad boy right there. Man, question asking.
Blunt passing.
Music blasting.
Just can't quit. All right.
One of these honeys.
Biggie about to creep with. So back to the charitable donation thing. Don Davenport TN on X. Big Savagery. Ramon Foster joins us now, as he does every Thursday at 5:20. Ramon, what's up? How are you, man?
Not much, man. I heard y'all in there vibing today, man. Y'all will roam far when the Babster isn't there with her little short self.
I used to not think she was that short because she said she was 5'7", and she actually has long legs and like a short torso.
Well, I'm calling her short because she called me short earlier too, Mayor. I'm just getting a little jazzed. She's not here right now. I called earlier just to get her.
Well, she did. Did you? That's funny. Forever she said she was 5'7". Then she went to the doctor and he told her she was 5'5". So now she's 5'5".
Some people got to eat their vegetables when they're older. She doesn't, clearly.
So Greg Coell, Savage, said, if all three of the receivers are there at 7, I would take one of them. What do you think?
That's the thing about it is this team has a good bit of strong value needs at left tackle, at wide receiver still. I hear Babs coming around the corner when it comes to like a defensive rusher. Like those are strong needs, and there will be at 7 a lot of quality left at those positions. So I understand where Cosell is coming from. Again, looking at if you're going to decide if D-Hop is coming back next year. Also, you get trying to figure out, okay, Calvin Ridley is good, but he also needs somebody to help him. Every good wide receiver always has a real good number 2. The same way you look at Justin Jefferson, right? What did they go do last year? They went out and got a number 1 pick also at wide receiver, didn't they? Like, say what you want to about them. That goes not just for the superstar wide receivers, but that also goes to the quarterbacks, too. If you can surround your quarterback with elite talent, then they're probably going to be an elite player if they have those traits right there, right?
Yeah, how much
That's
fun?
What you look at.
How much fun would it be to watch a Tennessee Titans football team with like multiple weapons at wide receiver? I mean, that would be fun for me.
It would be, and also is this. Offense sells tickets, right? That's one thing that we as Vols fans said, right? We didn't want to be boring and bad as it pertains to what Josh Heupel was going to do with this offense and with that team. You can win games by having the ability to make plays and score, right? Like defense, eventually they will handle themselves, but if you can at least keep up and be in shootouts with people, you make yourself a dangerous team, and it also makes you pinpoint where your true issues are. If you say, all right, scoring isn't an issue for us, we can go find a rusher. And I heard Savage asking that question earlier. Which one is harder to find? Is it harder to find what position? Mm-hmm. And I think it probably boils down to left tackle and corner. And probably corner number 1 because so much can go into it. You can look at a guy and say, well, he's got range and he's got speed, but he probably can't break out of his he can't come out of his breaks the way he needs them to, right? Like you can pinpoint certain positions to cover for defensive players. As it pertains to offense, if you have glaring holes of guys that can't make plays for you at wide receiver, then you got to go get you one. Yeah. And I think that's where this team has a lot of open options. You almost feel, in a sense to where you feel a little bit of FOMO because of watching what Houston did, right? They ended up having those 2 first-round draft picks and having them hit on talent, too. That's where you either got to be really bad, as I always say, and that calls for people to get fired, or you better be able to say we're going to be over-aggressive and trade like a team like the Los Angeles Rams did a few years back.
All right, Savage. Now, check this out. So you know where the division is, and this is probably going to be a 2-part question. You know where the division is, what's been highlighted since last year for sure coming into the season. Didn't know what C.J. Stroud was going to do, but you knew potential was great. Anthony Richardson got banged up, but you knew it was a possibility of him being going good. You knew what Trevor Lawrence was. Waiting to see if Will Levis was going to come into his own. He had his opportunity, and we saw what we saw. Now, you got quarterbacks. You got these guys protected. A lot of these teams have offensive lines intact. When you look at, and they have catalysts and anchors on those lines. When you look at Jacksonville, even with it being Cam Robinson on the edge, when you look at the Colts, I'm sure they got somebody. Ryan Kelly's still right there at center. Quentin Nelson. We can go on and on with the Colts, and then the Houston Texans. You guys talked about it earlier today on you guys' show on Ramon, Kayla, and Will. Laramie Tunsil, and the list goes on. Another right tackle that just made a Pro Bowl. Shaq Mason's there, a veteran. So you got guys right there to protect. When you got guys getting to the quarterback, you supposedly have those guys, especially on the edge with Harold Landry. If Arden Key can be who he needs to be, you're getting guys back. Big Jeff will be back healthy. You got guys in these places. One thing that you've not been able to do is, like you just said, be able to go find a corner or a tackle. The two hardest things. You address those needs with corners in this offseason before even getting to the draft. Why not address those needs at tackle if you're trying to help keep up with guys like Josh Allen getting paid? You got Quiddy paying DeForest Buckner with the Colts. You know what, you got Will Anderson and all those guys with the Texans. Like, why not protect your guy?
I'm with you. Like, to me, there is no bad pick between.
That's the thing. Right. I mean, ultimately, that's splitting hairs. Yeah.
Yeah, so the question is, why not go get it? Because here's the thing. It will be smart to go get a Joe Alt if he's still there. Because, again, as it pertains to what his floor is, I think he's a ready-made day one starter. Is he going to have his issues? Yes. I think that his height can be problematic, but not really because he's so technical, right? He will have deficiencies because he's a rookie. So as it pertains to building around Will Levis is essentially what you're saying, because those other teams are pretty much set. Anthony Richardson goes to Indy, he's got a line. And the same goes for everybody else around the AFC South. That's why I was somewhat just asking his fan base, and it's not the front office or anything like that, but like, it's okay to call this a rebuild because that's essentially what it is. I think with where you are as a squad, you're about 2, maybe 3 steps behind as far as the overall quality and longevity of building your team too. You see what I'm saying? Like, you still got Laramie Tunsil for 3, 4, maybe even 5 years left in Houston, and every other squad does too. Think about Quentin Nelson. They got him for probably another 6 years, you know? So if you're going to start with the left tackle and go all the way across, and if Will Levis isn't the guy, well, now we know that if Will Levis also isn't the guy, that probably means you're picking high again. So you're going to have the opportunity to go get that quarterback. So I fully understand it. But what I have been saying is one side of your team is more strong than the other. And if you're in the business of competing and winning games, right? If you're in the business of competing and winning games, because what we know is this. Losing means people lose jobs, right? You lose it. Ain't nobody trying to hear no excuse. Oh, next year. Oh, yeah, right. Screw next year. I'm going to get another coach to figure out how to win right now. That's where it becomes problematic to say to yourself, if we go after defensive guy, that means I'm trying to win right now while still rebuilding. But you miss out on a first-round quality tackle also, unless you're trading. So it's a lot of different scenarios, and I hate to be in that room to be making these decisions because you're really holding a lot of weight on one position and the other one being quarterback right after this left tackle.
And this is my thing. Also, when you have a pick in this year's draft. If you're not bad, you won't be picking this high. So the quality of the lineman or tackle that you're going to get is there for the taking. My thing is, in this generation of 7-on-7, I don't see a drop-off of wide receivers coming in the near future at any time. Just like this year, it's a plethora of receivers to be able to take. I think next year, it'll continue to be guys to be coming along because that's all they're working on. I'm not sure if tackles will be – tackles may be there. I'm not sure you'll be in position to be able to go get a centerpiece like this when you're talking tackles. I could be wrong.
No, I think you're 100% correct on that. I just need everybody to just say one word with me if that's the case. Rebuild, okay? And it's all right to say that. I'm with you on that. Joe Alt, I think, is the most sure pick of all these tackles this year. A lot of people are saying J.C. Latham, but you don't need a right tackle. You need a left. You know what I'm saying? And, again, I am still on the NPF train, Nicholas Petit-Frere, because, again, offensive linemen get better. I heard your conversation when Buck came in the studio a second ago. And this is my thing, okay? When you're inside of those locker rooms, and this is no slight towards anybody that has a career in journalism or write or cover sports, okay? But there is a lot of bad coaches in this league. There are a lot of bad systems of play in this league, too. Now, I look at MPF's situation as saying, I think PFF had him grading out in the 50s his rookie year. He played in 16 games. You stack that. Then he catches the gambling situation. And then he comes back rusty in London, and then he plays in Pittsburgh and gets hurt. Right? The same way that you're championing on Traylon Burks, it's the same way I'm championing on Dylan Radin and also NPF, because it comes down to opportunities and systems when it comes to those types of dudes, man.
Right.
Like, legitimately, if we believe, and everybody in this friggin' city has said, Bill Callahan is the dude, then why are you writing off guys that you know are high pedigree guys, and they are? Dylan Raiders is a high pedigree guy. Say what you want. You don't become a second, third rounder if you're not.
Second
and
round.
So is NPF.
Yep.
Okay? If you believe in the teaching, right, it's just like tutoring. You can tutor somebody from a B to an A. Why is it so hard for fans to understand? And people that write that players can get better after being trash.
Yeah.
Right? People said the same thing about Josh Allen, the quarterback.
Yep, and their offensive lineman,
hard to believe.
their offensive line coach from last year got demoted. So, I mean, he's now an assistant offensive line coach. So I think that tells you something, yeah. And the other part of that is, like, I mean, if they're drafting high again next year, there's a real possibility that they will move on from Levis and draft a quarterback. You know what I mean? Back to your original point. So
it is, and
we'll see. It's a big year for him for sure.
The luxury of Levis is this: he's a second-round pick, so the team got him cheap. The catch-22 of that is his timeline is sped up because he doesn't have a fifth-year option.
That's right.
So if he's the guy, we need to see a huge second-year jump. That 55% completion rate ain't going to happen. But here's the thing, though, too. I'm not going to sit here and act like that offense was the greatest last year, right? Or that they didn't do a good job of hiding protections as it pertains to protecting Levis and sliding and being in good positions and whatnot, right?
Yep.
So that's just where I am. Like, it's peaches and cream right now when it comes down to what we expect the staff to do, and it should be. But they got to go prove it. But all things that I've heard is this is one of the best staffs, and not just best staffs, but best teaching staffs. And that's what this group has needed. If you look at your draft picks as of late, who's here from 21? Who's here from 22?
Yeah.
Who's here from 20? There's been little to no development of players, and nobody talks about that enough.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Savage. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt,
man.
Hey,
what's the score out there? What June out there doing, man?
And it's a lot to a little right now, though. They back and back. They won 3 straight. This was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's baseball, right?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
That's right. Ramon Foster, Ramon Kayla Will, 6 to 10 weekday mornings on 104.5 The Zone. Thank you, Big Savagery.
No doubt. Good people.
All right. See you, brother.
Yeah, man. So good.
Ultimately,
good
the point that needs to be made is, like, we're having a lot of fun with all this,
right?
Because it's fun for us, and hopefully it is for y'all as well. But we also have a vested interest, like, in that football team being good, as do y'all as fans, and we're fans too. Like, I grew up an Oilers fan, so I mean, there's that. But ultimately, the point I was trying to make was, if you take someone at 7, you're getting an elite player.
Yeah. No question.
And if you don't, and you bust out on that, then you're right.
Yeah,
People's heads roll.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't miss this one.
Can't miss.
And I don't. I almost believe, man. Either way, whether your guy is there or not, even if your second guy is there, it's a can't miss. But I thought that was a good point by Savage as well. As much as we keep saying, like, we can trade back and go get a tackle or whatever we need right then. I thought that was a good point by him saying that if you trust in him, like I'm saying I do, like, what's wrong with watching him develop the guys that you already have? It's not like they were terrible.
Well, and what if they think Fuaga's a better prospect? And we just don't know it?
Right. Totally agree.
Then you trade back, get the guy you want, and acquire picks. I think this is going to be a fast.
This is going to be a good draft.
Listen, I mean, we said during the season that this was going to be the most entertaining offseason in Titans history since they've been here, and
good.
and this draft is definitely equaling out to that. So when we come back, we'll try to work as many phone calls as we can. Also, there's a weird trade presented, a weird trade option presented by Bill Barnwell that I'll hit Slay with next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Twitch, please. There you go, Babsy. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. Maybe you've been thinking about it for a while. Maybe you have already begun the process. If so, you need to include my friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in your process. If you haven't started yet, just start with them and you'll end with them because they are the best, absolute best, and you will love them. Just tell them what you're looking for. Maybe something with a little better gas mileage. Maybe something with a little more room. Maybe you need something that will cost you more money. I don't know what your situation is, but go ahead and tell them. Take your test drive because they'll point you in the right direction with no pressure at all. They simply want you in the vehicle that's right for you. So take that test drive, go inside. They'll help make the numbers work, and it will be that easy. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All the dealership information is there. Phone number, address, all that stuff. Also, the inventory. All of the inventory is there as well. That's GuptonMotors.com. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What up? What's happening, good people? Now you got a reason to go get a generator. Yeah, because the weather will come and it'll knock your power out. Then you'll be sitting there looking crazy, especially when you got a guy like an expert in Generator Dave. Cove Generators always coming to you live and direct. That's all they do is generators. And right now, got something special for you. Free, new, 7-year warranty with a purchase of a Generac home standby generator from right now at this moment to May 12th. That's over a $700 value only through May 12th. And guess what? If you mention 3HL, The Zone, Slayer, Babsy, this is what you're going to get. $500 off. An additional. That's over $1,200, y'all. Why wouldn't you want to get that? Say goodbye to power outages. Dive into Generac home standby generators with Cove Generators. All you got to do is give them a shout. 931-559-3311. That's 931-559-3311. Visit CoveGenerators.com and never lose power again. That is CoveGenerators.com, and stay connected through it all.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Big Slay Dog.
What up, though?
Babsy is hosting a charity event tonight. She's headed out there. If you want to donate, you can check her out on X, Dawn Davenport TN. Bulls Heat to get into the playoffs Friday. Kobe White, did you watch them last night?
Yes, I did.
He went off.
Berserk. Went berserk.
Last night, 42 points, career high, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He was 15 of 21 from the floor.
Working. I was wondering how they were going to be without Zach LaVine, but him and DeMar DeRozan, man, they came to play.
Heat got bad news. Jimmy Butler went down with a right MCL injury. He will miss several weeks.
Yeah.
You like Bulls in that matchup? I do.
I do now.
Yep.
Still got to go to Miami. Like
that's right.
When Bam Adebayo is back against the wall one game, I don't want to bet against them being in Miami for the playoffs. Before this, I was going to pick Chicago. I'm going to pick Miami and Miami.
Okay. We're going against each other.
Man. It's tough to win in Miami, man. One game for the playoffs. I expect Bam to go
Do
crazy.
they have problems in the league? Probably not now, but like during the regular season where guys like go out. So like if you if you go on the road to a good city
real
like that, then you might have some problems with people being tired.
Absolutely a real thing. Absolutely.
Probably not right now, though, right?
Man, that's a real thing in anything. I don't care what it is. Miami, because guess what? All you say is, listen, I know I did it. All you say is, all right, y'all, let's just go get something to eat, and we'll come back in. After you get something to eat, you sit. The problem is not going inside the restaurant to eat. Sitting outside and eating. That's the problem. But then you watching everything go by, you like, no, man, let's just get one drink, man. We'll head on back. That one drink turned into 2 drinks. That 2 turned into 3.
That experience helped us with Babsy in Vegas.
It did.
Because, we were wanting to go back to the hotel room after dinner, and she's wanting to go gamble.
Yes, she was. Yep.
And, both nights you were like, lady.
Yeah, like, come on.
You're going to your room.
Like, let's roll. What are you doing?
All right, I saw, people are just looking for things to write about now.
Yeah.
And so Bill Barnwell with ESPN did a column today about, trades that could happen in the first round. So with the Tennessee Titans, he's got the Tennessee Titans moving up.
From 7?
To 4. Trading with the Cardinals for the 4th pick to move up 3 spots and also get their 3rd round pick. But what the Titans would give up to do that would be pick number 7, obviously. Mm-hmm. The 2nd round pick number 38.
Ooh.
And wide receiver Traylon Burks.
I didn't lost their damn mind. Now, what would do? Who in their right mind would do something like that? You got to be a person without a mind to do that. You got to be the Scarecrow. Wasn't the Scarecrow looking for a brain?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, the Scarecrow ain't running this organization. Come on, Barnwell. Now, I love you, but no, we ain't going to do that. Give them the 7 and the 38 and Traylon Burks to move up to get a 4th and a 3rd. No.
What would you have to do with your jersey, though? If that happened, what's going on, man? You'd have to hold a sit-in or something.
Yeah, I guarantee I wouldn't let Traylon leave. I board is the old school boards they used to put on the doors, like in Baltimore. Everybody from Baltimore know them boards they put on the door. I'm boarding this house up. Ain't no doubt he coming out. Nope. You ain't leaving here. We got something to prove this year, Traylon.
I don't know what they're talking about. Trade.
Yeah, what? Trade. The dude, that was a lie.
You think Barnwell's off on this one?
Man, we're not doing that. Traylon, put your phone away. Matter of fact, give me your phone. If anybody calls, I answer. You're going to be at practice tomorrow morning. We got some work to do.
He said the Titans desperately need a left tackle. Jalen Duncan, Nicholas Petit-Frere don't project there in the long term. Peter Skoronski, a first-round pick in 2023, played left tackle in college, but probably going to stick at guard as a pro. That's not probably. That is true.
Right.
The Andre Dillard signing failed from last offseason in spectacular fashion.
You think?
By the way, the Packers signed Andre Dillard today.
Good job, Pack.
Good job, Andre Dillard's agent, for continuing to be able to sell the worst offensive tackle in the league.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
GM Ran Carthon has addressed wide receiver at multiple levels on defense and free agency this offseason, but he has conspicuously neglected to add any help at tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I would be shocked if Tennessee didn't come away from this draft with a solution on Will Levis's blind side. One problem, Jim Harbaugh has been publicly hankering for offensive line help. even given that he has building block Rashawn Slater on the left side at offensive tackle, left tackle.
Yeah.
If the Titans want to ensure they'll have their pick of the left tackles, they'll need to get ahead of the Chargers at 5. Doing so means trading with the Cardinals, who probably don't want to pass up the opportunity to take Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 4, which would make this move costly.
We ain't tripping on Marvin Harrison. Our whole problem is if Malik Neighbors is there.
So you want Traylon Burks to put up his phone so he doesn't even see nonsense like this?
Yeah, we don't need to. Traylon, you pick your phone up in the second when the second round start, because then we'll need you to reach out to the receivers and welcome them here. Other than that, we chilling. You, D-Hop, and Calvin Ridley and NWI, and maybe Kyle Phillips. I ain't heard nothing about Kyle Phillips, but maybe him too.
If you are on hold, I'm so sorry that we were unable to get to you. Ron Slay has the ability for Babs' prize closet to open up right now. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's right,
she
man.
left you the key to the closet?
Yeah, man. I'm off in the closet, y'all. And it's another winning Thursday.
But it's on Thursday.
Yeah, it's another winning Wednesday on
It does
Thursday.
say Wednesday. This happened last week.
And we have tickets for
It was
you.
on Tuesday last week.
to win from Babs
What day
Prize
is it?
Closet. Sponsored by Artisan Custom Closet. All you got to do is be caller number 5.
Pause.
When I give you the number.
Pause.
What?
The prize has changed.
Aha! No more old prize. Give them the new prize.
A family 4-pack of tickets to go see Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship. That's going to happen at Nissan Stadium on April 20th.
Okay. All you got to do is be calling number 5 when you call in right now. 615-737-1045. Visit artisancustomcloset.com today and say goodbye to clutter and hello to calm. Artisan Custom Closet.
What in the world's going on with this copy?
Look, if I showed y'all my computer monitor right now, I'm not kidding. Like, Lucas just walked back in, and the font on everything just changed with the new prize.
That's cool.
It is all different.
Like, it just happened right now?
It just happened. It was one prize, and then it changed to another one right as Slay was talking.
Well, the main thing is you got a prize.
Didn't that happen in the movie Wall Street? Like, it just changed while they were looking at it?
Probably so.
And then they lost, like, billions of dollars?
I'm going to change here in just a minute.
What was it? Indigo Properties? Or
Y'all ain't even looking at me.
You going to this charity event today?
I'm in there, man. Good and fried.
Will you please allow me the opportunity to know what the
auction
items are?
I most definitely
She
will.
said that they changed it. You can't do it silent online. So,
Well,
so I'm going to need that info.
We're going to try to get that bourbon.
Maybe we go in on something.
Yeah, we get this bourbon basket or whatever.
Bourbon basket.
Yeah. I saw lights. I saw some Willett. I saw some E.H. Taylor. I saw some nice stuff right there.
What's coming up next, huh?
That would be the 3HL after party.
More of us, huh?
That's us.
Yes, you get to hear Greg Coell.
Coach All right, back at it tomorrow. Trash Talk Friday, of course, will happen. Mike DiTilio break down draft stuff. Alicia Clark, AC, she will join us. Good night. God bless.
See y'all. Wouldn't want to be y'all.
Peace out.